and they're going to overrun Objective Wolf within the hour. Most importantly, a Block 50 squadron has arrived to Sukcho, and a Block 40 squadron has arrived to Kimpo. These are Weasel squadrons, or sorry, the Block 50 squadron is a Weasel squadron, and that's their primary tasking. So we've fragged, I think, like 16 ships out of the squadron for this event. Most flights are Block 50s. Okay, our mission: locate and destroy the 3 mobile SAMs before they can deploy. There's the SA-4, the SA-10 that's moving along Route Jewel. Then there's also another SA-10 that is deploying somewhere, which we don't have any recon on this, but somewhere around Samon Yip, I think it's called, airbase. Samjian Yup. There is an SA-10 somewhere around here that is deploying onto the airbase. We don't have eyes on.
Yep.
So those are the 3 taskings. End state of this operation: we have destroyed the air defenses so that we can do follow-on attacks onto the airbase itself. And we've identified other ADA that may be up north by the airbase so that we can plan further operation. Okay, air threats. Let me zoom in here a little bit. So, we've destroyed Huangsuan Air Base. Likely intercepts for this mission: MiG-29 Alpha Squadron out of Samjian up, and J5s from Kilchu. The Kilchu MiGs only have like AA2s, I think, not really a big air threat. MiG-29s and MiG-25s coming out of Samjian up will be our primary threat. Expect bandit vectors from azimuth north-northeast. And yellow bases. Oops. I just lost my slide. Yellow bases still neutral. Those are PRC. Expect emitters from Sondok and possibly southwest or southeast of Sondok as the Chinese continue to cap. Okay. Let me switch back to zoom. Alright. Let me zoom in a little bit more. Okay. So, ground threats, as said before, we have an SA-10 deploying on Samjian up, which is this arrow over here. We have the SA-10 that is deploying, that has been spotted at Bull 018 for 51. They're headed east or southeast. And an SA-4 southeast of that, both of which we're suspecting are transiting Route Jewel, but may also move down Route Champ or go to Crown, depending on what they do. We don't know. Expect manpads and SA-13s, SA-9s, ZSU 2324s, ZSU 57s along all the roads once you pass the flot. Anything else to say here? No, I think we're good. There's also an SA-6 on the west side of the AOR, which is marked and pre-briefed. Just don't fly into that. It's stationary, currently defending a factory. Okay, I'm just going to go over the very high-level package game plan, and then we'll split into briefings. So package 2572 is they're on the west side of the AOR, and they're going to be, their primary tasking is to fly along the western side over here, fly up, recon a route to strike the airbase, and then destroy the SA-10. So that's their tasking. And their recon mission will subsequently inform follow-on strikes. So that's their high-level tasking. I'm not going to go over contracts because we'll do that in the package briefs. All right, package 2560. They're on the east side of the AOR, so they're coming. Basically, the route, they're coming up from the south, like you can see the white flight plan here, and they're attacking down Route Jewel, Champ, and Crown. And their job is to destroy the SA-10 and SA-4 that's on the move. And the secondary objective is to kill SHORADs and armor on that route. So Jaguar 4 is going to be killing SHORADs and armor. The other 2 flights are going to be killing the SA-10 and SA-4. Okay. Any questions, high level, before we split into package briefs?
Yeah, Victor, know how they're going to be spread across the packages?
Sorry, say again?
How are the Victor channels going to be spread across the packages?
They're separate packages, so you're just following what's on the comm card. Like you're following the in-game, comms. Like just go to they're unique frequencies. So like, Cajun 3 will be on Victor 15 on package 2560, but then Hawkeye 6 will be on Victor 15 on package 2572.
Can the Western package cross the Chinese border without causing an international incident?
Let's not do that.
All right. Well, we're gonna have to. If you look at the map, we're gonna have to really skirt east over a bunch of shit. Okay.
I know. So that's a calculated risk we're taking. Let's not go over that line. Otherwise, we may invoke World War III. We're trying to make this a regional conflict at this time. All right. Next question.
Are we trying to establish somehow inter-package?
Yep, that's a good question. That's a good question. So we're going to use guard for cross-package coordination. So just switch your comm knob to guard, and then.
Sounds secure.
Yeah, I mean they would realistically it would be on uniform 13 or whatever, but whatever, that's fine. So use guard to talk to each other. Cool. Other questions? And I don't expect a lot of cross-package coordination unless there's leakers somehow moving from the airbase into the southeast area. I don't expect much coordination. And of course, if bandits do that, just attack them. Use the commit ranges and attack them. Commit range is 40 miles. Other questions? Cool.
Yeah. No.
What's up?
The Chinese have MiG-29s?
They have J11s, which are 29 emitter, but they're not 29.
No, they show up as 27s.
Okay, 27.
J11.
There you go. All right, I'm gonna.
Look, they do have something that shows up as a 29. So
Yes.
29s do not correlate 29s with hostiles necessarily.
Yeah, so
Or
you're
not automatically.
you are going to follow the ROE, which means a declaration of hostile, or this ROE here is what you must do to attack a bandit. Must have a negative M4 response and one of the following, which is AWACS declared hostile or capture or tally on the bandit. And you should expect them azimuth, like I said before. Azimuth is from the north-northeast for most likely bandit vector. If you're getting a
two
spike,
AWACS up? Is there two AWACS up? Or?
yeah, there's AWACS up. It should be fine. And there's also cap defending them, so they should be fine.
And DPR Cape 29s are dark green scheme.
Cool.
So, yeah.
I like to split into package briefs, unless there's anything else. Okay.
Well, I'll take flight channel 2, bro.
Cool.
Alright, my package to flight 2.
That's the blue package.
It's Warhawk, Hawkeye, and Cajun. Cajun 1. Okay, cool. So we're gonna so Streak and Chris Reb is who I'm working with here. You guys are here?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so let's go over our package details. So our objective is to identify and destroy the mobile SA-10 and SA-4 suspected moving east on Route Jewel. Secondary objective is to destroy shore and armor on that path on Route Jewel, so that we can support a follow-on ground attack effort. Okay. Taskings for the flights. Cajun 3, which is my flight. Yeah, it is. Yep. Cajun 3, I'm going to be identifying and destroying the SA-4. Flight level 21 to 23, and laser code 164 block. Banshee 2, so they're coming in 1 minute after us, and they're going to identify and destroy the SA-10 with a flight level of 18 to 21. And then Jaguar 4 is going to be destroying Shards and armor, flight level 15 to 18. So key restriction here for Jaguar is if there's an active SA4 or SA10 WES, you're going to treat that as a restricted airspace. And you are going to attack your alternate target, which would be the enemy mech staging area at your Steer 5.
Roger, so we go for that straight away if the 4 or 10's got a WES over the other areas?
If you are threatened by a 4 or 10 WES, don't like fly around and anchor, just start working the mech staging area. If you are going to work that area, be advised that the so let me turn off ground units. This airbase here, which is Tangshan Highway Strip, that will probably be the forward line of our troops. I think they're advancing from this position east towards that highway strip. So if you're going to do any engagements over there, make sure you use precision guided weapons, either LGBs or Mavericks, and get capture before engaging.
LGBs we can't. There's no targeting pods equipped for us, and there's none in the inventory.
Yeah, you use the lightning, not the sniper.
You should definitely have a pod. If you don't, then we'll fix that.
It's the lightning pod, not the sniper pod.
Okay, looking for that.
Yeah, if you can't, we will fix that. If you can't have a pod, you should be able to have a pod. I resupplied all the squadrons when I made this mission.
I've got the ALQ-184. That's a jammer, isn't it?
Correct.
ANAQ-28.
ANA. That sounds right.
Yeah, got it.
AQ-28.
Yeah, I
just
turned it on. I just added it to your flight.
Thank you.
Okay, so yeah, so that's the high-level taskings for the flights. Let's just do a quick overview of like sort of the flight plan and like the area surrounding this. I'm going to do this from BMS. So as you can see, there's a very large friendly force here. It only shows as one unit, but there's like 8 battalions here. And they're in contact with this tank battalion. And then the enemy forces are withdrawing east to this city here, which is called Tangshan. They're withdrawing there, and they're setting up blocking positions. Then all along this, so this like black line here, I hope you guys can see this on the stream. You can definitely see it if you load up BMS. This is Route Jewel. And then north of Route Jewel is Route Champ, and that runs from where the SA-10 is east to this like mountain range. So I'm gonna leave it to the flight leads on how you hunt and kill your SAM, but we're gonna reference those positions as a package. Like I'm expecting the SA-4 to like go south and either go east onto the Crown area, or continue south down Champ and then deploy somewhere. Like by this mech battalion, but I don't know where it's going, so it could literally do anything. I have no fucking idea what it's doing. Also, as you'll see, this is sort of like interesting terrain. So it's like a mountain, it's like a valley. It almost looks like Fulda Gap style. If you look northwest, you can see that like it's like actually it's more like this. This is the valley, like where my cursor is. And there's a low ground with roads. This thing over here is where is it? Let me go back to is this town? Yeah, this town over here. Maybe I'll just recon this town. This is pretty distinctive visual marker. Sindok, whatever the fuck, Ninjakalala or whatever. This town, sort of like so this is looking northwest, so you can see like there's mountains to the right and left, and then very steep mountains to the left. And then if you look like from the direction we're heading, which is from the south, you can see that it gets low and then goes towards the water, like the ocean. So all of our targets are going to be like starting at this town is like where our hunting ground starts, and then it like sort of goes northwest into like this hillier terrain. You can see here like we have a confirmed position on this mech battalion. So like I would expect Jaguar, for instance, to like look through any pre-brief targets, try to find Shorads and kill them, and if you don't have Shorads, start attacking armor. that's the high-level flight plan. Let's go over some contracts. Any questions on the flight plan?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I have. As you said, the F-15s were at our ingress point number 4. Is it wise to proceed from that direction as well, or do we shift our?
They're coming like due south.
Okay.
They'll be offset, and they're going to be attacking mostly the south, like south of Jewel. Jewel is where they're attacking. So they're like our southern extreme of Jewel is where they end. So like their limit is the south end of Jewel, and then they attack down this road south of Jewel.
Okay. Next question is air to air.
Yep.
Since we are in front and the other package is 9 minutes later, do we need some coordination for air to air? Maybe that's easier, that you attack first the SA-4 whilst I, with my flight, do air to air stuff, and vice versa. Is that?
I don't know if that's necessary. So their TOT is like on the airbase, so they'll sort of be in the area. Like if you look at their flight plan,
Yeah.
like let me see, let me pull this guy up. So they are gonna be here, at 15:15.
Yeah.
Which I guess is when are we gonna be there? We're gonna be over there
7 minutes later.
7 minutes later.
Yeah.
Okay, no,
okay.
We're being there 7 minutes earlier. So yeah, you do have a valid point that we're going to be there early. I think we can just protect ourselves and fight anything. I mean, it's really up to you. I would say, if you wanna like anchor and cap while we attack the SA-4, that's fine. But be prepared to deal with.
That's what I planned with my flight. That the second element is just anchoring there with harms, just looking for that SA-10.
Okay.
And then 1 and 2 can do some air-to-air stuff until you are cleared the SA-4, and then we go in.
It sounds fine. So you're gonna be watching the air.
Yes.
And we're going to be focusing on the SA-4. That sounds fine.
Yeah, so you can go heads down. I'm then air to air.
Okay, so I'm going to change the tasking here.
At least that is my plan. Maybe it's a bad plan.
No, it's fine. So you're going to cap northwest azimuth until the SA-4 is down. Okay,
Yeah.
that sounds fine. Or until... let's say 15:15. So either one. So until 15:15.
Yeah.
Or the SA-4 is down, you can cap that. Sounds fine. Okay.
But on the other hand, if we delay too long, then probably the other package gets. If our SA-10 is active, the other package may have to suffer from that SA-10.
Yeah, that was the idea. Was that we would kill this thing, so it wouldn't be a factor for them. But I think like just use your discretion. You can cap initially, and then you can switch to air to ground when you feel it's safe. And then anyway, so that sounds good. So that will be a contract that we'll do.
I will probably cap outside the SA-4 West, but 10 miles, maybe 50 miles inside the SA-10 West.
Yeah, that sounds good. Your call sign is Banshee. What's your call sign?
Banshee 2.
Oh, yep. Yes, it is. Okay, cool. So yeah, so when SA-4 is down, Banshee 2 will depart control point. Will depart anchor point. Okay, sounds good. Okay, so contracts. SA-10 down is a contract. So this, Jewel SA-10 is down. So if the pre-briefed SA-10, which is a Jewel SA-10 is down, we're gonna call SA-10 down. Jewel SA-10 down. So the call would be Cajun 3, Jewel SA-10 down. That means that the SA-10 Wes can be trespassed. We're gonna use active. Jewel SA-10 active. If you hear that, then retrograde from that Wes. You know, so,
it doesn't sound logical, Kraus.
what does it?
Because we have to kill that SA-10, so we have to go in.
Yeah, I know. So, like, if you're not actively attacking it, retrograde. Like, if you're another flight, or if you're, if you're being threatened by it, retrograde. Same thing for the SA-4. If you're not attacking the SA-4, and the WES pops up, retrograde from the WES. And also, you can obviously self-protecting yourself with harms is fine. Okay. SA-4 down, Banshee 2 will depart the anchor point, and the SA-4 WES can be trespassed. So these are 4 contracts. Another contract is attacking. So some of us will attack random groups of mud once we kill the SAMs. Like, once those SAMs are down, we're going to be attacking groups of mud that we find. The contract here is Cajun 3 attacking Mech Battalion, Bullseye 187 for 3-8. And then the action is other flights are going to respect a 3-mile restricted airspace around that Bullseye position. In other words, don't attack the same target. Like, don't fucking go near the target. And within 3 miles of the target, they're going to be breaking their restricted. They're going to be breaking their flight level restrictions and like going down below that. So just don't go anywhere near. Don't go within 3 miles of that bullseye position. Yeah. Other contracts. Any questions about those contracts?
Nope.
Okay. This would be the point where we're supposed to do IVC checks, but I'm gonna wait for. Oh, I guess go ahead.
How do you want to deconflict air-to-air attack and between the packages? Should we
It's unique.
increment by 3? Oh, I thought those channels were shared.
I guess it's not unique.
So our laser codes are +3, so we can just +3 to everything.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's just add +3. So yeah, we'll start with 18 and go down to 20.
Well, for TACAN or what?
For TACAN only. For TACAN only.
TACAN we're changing 18 to 20 now.
So if you're 15, you're 18. If you're 16, you're 19. If you're 17, you're 20. Like
I'm now 20. Okay.
Yep. All right. Hello, gentlemen. So, let me actually check our loadout. Let's see what we got here. So, yeah, so the loadout is
2 and 4 harms.
Yeah, so the
Mavericks,
leads.
CB.
So myself and Moody have 2 Mavericks and 2 CBUs, and I'm gonna switch it to 3 AMRAMs because we had 2 AMRAMs and 2 heaters by default. Centerline jammer, HTS, and pod, pretty draggy. Wonder if we should reduce that drag and just go with lighter loadouts.
There are 120 Charlies available.
Okay, I'll fix that. What do you think, Moody? You think we should go with a lower drag loadout, or what are your thoughts? I'm thinking we should just roll with a high drag loadout and burn through stuff with fuel, but...
I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Do you want to go with CBUs, or do you want to go like all Mavericks?
I do like Mavericks, but I also like CBUs.
I don't mind going all Mavericks, but...
Do you want all Mavericks? It's up to you. It's your loadout. I can change it. Doesn't matter to me. It's the same drag.
Yeah, I'll just go all Mavs on
Okay.
mine.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that too. I'm gonna chicken out and do the same thing. Oh, it's actually slightly lower drag too, so that makes me happy. Okay. Cool. So yeah, we'll have 4 Mavericks, and then the wingmen will have 2 harms each. Okay. So here's game plan. We'll get up to medium altitude. We'll push to steer 3. At steer 4, we'll commit to the flight plan. And what I want us to do is, we're gonna have. Let me see. I'm gonna move steer 4 actually. Hopefully that didn't mess with the takeoff time. Oh, it did. I can fix that later. So what we're gonna do, what I want us to do is we're gonna get to Tier 4, and I want the element to anchor there, and then myself and number 2 are gonna find the SA. Like you guys will try to find the SA4 as well. Actually, I don't know if you can do it from there. That's fine. We'll just keep our original plan. So this is what we'll do. Okay, we'll flow in. We'll have a 10-mile separation between the elements, and we'll just flow. We'll flow towards Tier 5 until we get capture on the SA4. So I want you know, like one guy's gonna be on GMT, one guy's gonna be on GM. So like the leads will maybe we'll do lead will be on GM, 2 will be on GMT, 3 GM, and then 4 GMT. We'll try to find and get capture on the SA4. Once we have the SA4 captured, I'm going to do a fighter brief, and then we're going to attack the SA4. And it will probably be something like this. Here, you know what? Maybe we'll do a fighter brief now, and then we might just use it depending on the situation. I just don't know what's going on because we don't have capture yet. But here, let me write out a fighter brief, and then we might use that as a pre-brief fighter brief. Does anyone here not know what a fighter brief is? I can send you a thing on that if you don't know what that is.
Brief in the air.
No, it's a specific briefing, but I'll let me finish typing this out and then I'll send you the link on what a fighter brief is. Okay, check voice chat. Oh, whoops, I didn't put formation, standby. Okay, so what we're gonna do when we find that SA4, I think that this fighter brief will actually probably stick. Is I want us to be, so this is a briefing on how we're going to attack the target, okay? So our formation is going to be element fighting wing with a 10-mile trail on the elements. So, in other words, your wingman, just be within a mile of your lead, and then we're going to have a 10-mile separation and then another fighting wing. The roles is going to be a shooter, so number 1 is going to be shooter, number 2 is going to be a suppressor, which means they're going to fire a harm. Number 3 is going to be a shooter, which means he's going to kill something with a Maverick. Number 4 is gonna fire harm. Oh yeah, timing. Yeah, and timing. And then we're gonna be using a Maverick. We're gonna be separated by 30 seconds, so between the 2 shooters there's gonna be 30-second separation, and that's basically the time of flight of a harm as well. We're going to be ingressing north and coming off left to the southwest, and the sort is going to be, the lead will try to get FCR. If I can't get the FCR, then I'll attack a launcher, and 3 will attack the FCR, and then we'll alternate launchers and FCR depending on who can get on the FCR. Questions? So what that should look like is, here, I'm gonna just pull up a fucking paint tool. Reference my screen. So if the target is here, what that's gonna look like is, let's see, formation. Okay, actually I'm gonna make this higher up on the fucking thing. Okay, targets here. Element 1 is gonna be here. 10 mile separation. Element 2. So what's gonna happen is element 1 is gonna flow in, like in this formation. I'm gonna fire a Maverick, and in the same attack, 2 is gonna fire a harm. So like, he's suppressor roll. He's just gonna fire a harm. And then we're gonna come off. So we're ingressing north, and then we're coming off left. We're flowing southwest. So by the time we're here, so this is 1, 2. By the time we're at 2, element 2 is here. They're doing the same thing, Maverick and harm, and then coming off left. That make sense?
Yep. Yep.
But that could change. So what I'll do is if that fighter brief doesn't make sense in the air, I'm gonna reissue the fighter brief verbally. But I think this will work because I don't think the geometry will be like, the only thing that I could think that would fuck this up is if it's like behind a hill and we can't do, like, we might change the ingress and egress direction depending on the geometry of the target. And then once we've killed the FCR, our default sort will be north. The element will take the north side of the target. Sorry, the first element will take the north side of the target, and the second element will take the south side of the target. So when we're actually, like, after we've killed the FCR and we're just re-attacking the target, that's how we're going to sort. Does that make sense? Moody, does that make sense to you?
Sorry, say it again.
Okay, so let's say we've killed the FCR,
yeah.
And now the target looks like this. Okay, like those little lines equals where the vehicles are or whatever. Okay, are you tracking?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so the default sort is going to be, I'm taking the north side, and you're taking the south side. So it doesn't, and so you can just say, hey, I'm in on a, launcher third from the south or whatever, and so like I'm gonna be attacking the shit up here, you're gonna be attacking the shit down here. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a question.
Yes, sir.
That's on the re-attack, right?
That's for re-attack. The first fighter brief will be whoever can get the FCR first is gonna kill the FCR, and then the alternating person is gonna attack the launcher. All right, go ahead for the question.
If you don't get it on your first pass, then
you're gonna get it. Yeah, and then I'm gonna. Yeah, hopefully I will get it on my first pass. And I mean, we should get capture on the target before we even do the attack. So we should have my intention is to get capture, get a mark point, send the mark point to everyone. Everyone gets capture on the target, and then we do the attack. So that should be the flow.
Okay.
Do you want?
Go ahead.
Do you want me to be on FCR or on HTS?
You're gonna be on HTS, yes.
Okay.
Actually, that's a good question. I would say like you guys should be on FCR probably.
I was planning on being for suppressor on the weapon page, so I could just do a ruck on the target after it's been handed around.
I think he's talking about while we're flowing in and we're not doing the attack yet, right, Stevie?
No, the same, both, because
Oh yeah, you're definitely gonna be on HTS when you're attacking for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, or whatever. You can use whatever mode works for you.
So,
okay.
If the radar's not lit up, you can't shoot at it with the HTS.
Correct.
Unless I'm okay. So that's why I thought it was.
Yeah, you can use whatever mode you want as long as you get a harm off and it's at the position of the target.
Okay.
And yes, you are going to fire even if the SAM is not emitting. You're going to fire because your lead is going to be getting within the WES of the SAM and shooting a Maverick at it. So if the thing turns on, he's fucked.
Yep.
And because we have 30-second separation between the elements, that's the time of flight of a harm. So, do you understand what I'm saying, guys? So
yeah.
there's always going to be a harm flying towards the FCR, even if it's not on. Cool. Other questions?
Are these guys home on jam? I don't think so. They're pretty old. SA4s.
The SA10 is a home on jam. So turn your jammer off if we're getting engaged by an SA10. The SA4 is not home, no. And the SA4 is nasty though. So it's a very, very, very fast-moving missile. So it's like one of the fastest SAMs that have been created.
Max Mach velocity 2.4.
Yeah.
That's not. The SA5 is the really fast one.
I don't know, but
SA5 is the Mach 8 one.
Yeah, but the SA5 is firing at you from much further out. The SA4 is like the fastest missile you're gonna deal with that can actually kill you, and it's maneuverable and stuff. So just dump, chaff, and dive, and then pull G's, and you should be fine. It's a very fat missile, and it bleeds off speed quickly, but if it like ambushes you, then you're in deep shit.
Looks like ECM range is 14 nautical miles, and typical.
Occasions, ready to check.
2, 3, 4.
Occasion 3, 4 ship, F-16s, request taxi. Good afternoon, Agent 3, you are number 1 for departure, taxi, Echo, Alpha, and hold short, runway 26.
Alright boys, we're taxiing. You're on the wrong Victor, I say again, you're on the wrong Victor. Alright, cool, I'm Boresighted. Let's flow back, steer 4, or steer 3.
2, 3, 4.
Nails 25, left 10 o'clock. Check right. We're going to extend out 076.
2, 3, 4.
Occasion 3 is Nails 25, 29 or 5. Actually, fuck that. Let's turn into that. One's checking left.
Yeah, Banshee, same. 2 switching stuff. 3.
Occasion 3 in from the east. Two scan low. Oh, I got it close. Close Nails. Here, I'm defensive. I'm gonna defend. 3 clear 6.
Chaff, flare.
Occasion 2 is out east defending.
Altitude. Altitude.
The 25s are probably high.
I would.
Getting high.
Yeah, I would scan very high. Occasion 3 is defending. 1, 2, 4. Scan very. They're at Angels. They're at 54,000.
3's got lead. Angels 53. Going gate. 4's missile launch warning. Defensive.
3, Fox 3 medium.
Cajun 3, Fox 3, bullseye 1, 2,
3,
1.
pit bull.
43, Angels 54.
Breland, make sure you use flares because it might be a Bravo.
Magic 5, Jaguar 4-2, group bullseye 1-1-5, Jaguar. Magic 5, contact confirmed hostile.
A2, check left. We're gonna go high.
2.
Just had him there for a second. Blind now.
On the right side.
I can't get a lock. I'm coming off back, flowing back east. Banshee 2 clear, 6 available.
Altitude.
Affirmative, contact Angels 58, drag.
Bullseye. Say bullseye.
Bullseye 083, 39. 092, 39.
Understood. Okay, 2, check left. Reference the SA3 on the coast. I think that's where they are. Based on that bullseye.
Force clean, rejoining.
Other contact, Banshee, Bullseye 09155, 63,000, drag.
I lost him.
Same. I'm scanning.
Package Jaguar 4 is retrograding south at this time.
Say again on Bandit Bulls.
Other Bullseye 08455, 63,000. Turning hot.
Yeah, it's right over that SA3. I don't see him though. I don't have a lock. Do you guys have anything?
No, I don't got anything yet. Still getting high.
I have negative contact.
2. Same. Okay, I got him at Angel 64.
Send it.
They're going cold. They're flanking.
Yeah, send the data. Send the data.
Bye.
Good data.
You got it?
4 cent. Contact Bullseye 072, 36,000.
Okay, 2, we're both shooter, 2, we're both shooter.
62,000.
Cajun 3's in, Cajun 3's in, Fox 3.
1, Fox 3 long.
Fox 3, I'm up defending.
Chaff, flare.
2, Fox 3 long.
Chaff, flare. Chaff, flare. Altitude.
1, cheap shot.
Chaff, flare.
1, Fox 3 medium. 2, Pitbull.
Cajun 2's running 180, request support
Fox
Fable.
3 long.
Cajun 43, Fox 3. Full.
Chaff, flare.
Treat defenses.
Chaff, flare.
01443, Angel 63.
Four, Pitbull.
2 status.
Okay, area looks clear.
I'm rejoining on you.
Jaguar 4-1, request vector to threat.
I still got him up there.
Jaguar 4, magic 5, nearest threat, bullseye 110, 42, hot, hostile, print, MiG-25.
He's dragging. Dragging west. Cold. Magic, Banshee, Bokey dope.
Okay, 2, we're in hot. Bandit is 320 for like 20 miles, 64,000.
2, 3, 0, 1, 3.
Last sighted 117, 34, 65,000.
Breland, send the data.
Data.
Okay, another contact. Bullseye 034, 21,000. 21, 59,000.
Magic 5, Cajun 3-1, group. Bullseye 1, 4, 5, 3, 3, 19,000. Declare. Cajun 3-1, Mac contact friendly.
Alright, 2, let's go in the burn here.
What's that, 20 on RWR?
2.
It's a Mirage.
Roger. Where's turning out?
K2, reference data. Okay, one is going to jettison tanks.
You all extend and recommit. commit behind you guys. Pardon.
Yeah, I mean, they're actually doing a good job because they're basically making us waste our fuel.
Magic, 5, Cation.
Two check speed. I'm out of there.
5, 3, 6, 21,000. Cation, 3-1, Magic, 5, contact is friendly.
Okay.
Got him at 85.
Banshee.
2, I got him at 85.
Okay, other contact, bullseye 06223, Brek, 67,000.
To your shooter on the one at your shooter.
Freeze rating.
310-4, 410-3.
I think you had one at 84,000. You said.
44, 45, 54.
Okay, he's cold. Hey.
Turning cold is running away.
Yeah, he's headed northeast. Okay, Cajun 3 commit 074 for 32, 55,000, track northeast. And there's another one at 63 too. 2, that's your target.
2.
Banshee 2, contacts here 2 o'clock, 64,000 and 85,000. I think they got splashed. Two status, your contact.
Negative contact.
Banshee 2 status.
1 and 2 is Drake, 3 and 4 coming in.
And he's flagged Banshee to 2.
Hey, A2, knock it off. 2, come left and let's flow out. I think they're merged.
2.
Banshee 2, your fight. We're egressing south.
Copy that, Cajun.
Magic 5, Cajun 3-3, group.
To rejoin.
1-1-0, Cajun 3-3, Magic 5, contact is friendly. Magic 5, Cajun 3-1, request vector to threat. Cajun 3, Magic 5, nearest threat, bullseye 05049, cold, hostile, print, MiG-25s, 2 ship.
050 for 49. Alright, so they're over, they're over Crown right now. They're right over Crown. Hey, be advised, they're right over Crown, according to AWACS.
Copy.
I don't got anything high over there, scanning low.
Alright, let's check back into the right.
2.
4, I'll scan low if you want to scan high.
4 scanning high. Okay, Banshee 2, contact.
5, Cajun 3-1, request
Contact,
vector to
full
threat.
size, 03230, 59,000. Off.
It's at 030, what did he say?
He's at 69,000.
Contact. 2, reference the target. Hey, Banshee, if you want to...
Send again.
Magic 5, Cajun 3-3, group.
Banshee G4 commit 04729, 57,000, track southeast.
Magic 5, contact confirmed hostile.
Banshee, if you want to shoot and leave, we can support you.
They're turning cold.
No, one is one's flanking east, the other one is hot.
Package
Two, this is your target.
Steer 4, we're turning in, we're going to continue pressing to steer 5 first targets, unless we're engaged.
2, you sorted?
Yeah.
Cajun 3 and commit 047 for 28, 61,000, MiG-25.
Yeah, that's the Fox 3 for Banshee on that target.
Roger, we're Skosh.
They're close.
Okay, he's turning now. 2, let's continue to press.
2.
3, support us. We're chasing them down. We're gonna try to chase him down. He just burned off a bunch of speed in the turn. Oh shit! There's another. Hey, 2. There's another one coming in right there. 2, you sorted on the other one?
Unable.
Okay, Roger. I'm sorted on him. He's turning cold now.
Okay, other high flyer is at bullseye 03046, 57,000, drag.
Okay, let's come out of the burn. I don't want us to waste all of our fuel. We'll just level off. 3, just flow 10 miles behind us and support us.
3.
Okay. Package, we have Mirage in the target area
2,
as well.
2, you're sorted on the one at 022 for 26, 51,000. I'm sorted on the close one. I'm sorted on the one 041 for 24, 34,000. Did you copy?
Descend again.
Shit, hold on. Two, you're sorted. North Bandit, 017 for 33, 54,000. I'm sorted the one 39,000. They're pulling us right into the SAMWES as well, so be prepared for that. I think they're out of fuel. I think they're running. Hey, 2, check right. Let's flow southeast. 3, you have those contacts. Just continue to track.
Make it on the contacts.
Okay, stand by. I'm gonna send you the data.
Just that blue pack, right?
There's one there at 42, and then there's another one north of him that I lost contact on. I'm coming off right, back to steer 4.
Sure.
Okay, let's set up for our attack as frag. Let's flow to steer 4. 3, continue to flow. Track those bandits. We're gonna set up for our attack. Hey, Banshee, let's proceed as fragged. I believe they're RTB.
Copy that. Banshee is proceeding as frag.
Okay, we're in a good spot to orbit if you want us to wait for you guys to head in, and then we'll come back around.
Okay, 2, let's start looking.
2.
We're gonna come off. We're gonna flow for a bit, come right, and then reference target again.
Okay. 3, did you ever acquire those targets? I never got them to show up.
I couldn't find them. I'm still scanning.
Okay, I'm going heads down.
2.
Okay,
Wait, 3's turning back around and coming in for 2 minutes.
mud 10.
Yep. 4 mud 10, inner circle.
4 slapshot mud 10.
Package, Jaguar 4's engaging armor at our steer 5.
4, music off, turning cold.
No, can you shoot a harm at it or no?
Attempting.
Turning in.
Crown, disregard. Jewel SA-10 active.
Copy that.
4 slapshot SA-10 north. 2 check right. We're gonna reference target. Oh shit! Traffic at 15's left 10 o'clock.
3's clean SA-10.
Okay, I'm in. Referencing the target.
Magnum.
2, Magnum SA-10.
Okay, let's start looking for that. 2, let's start looking for that, for the SA-4.
2.
Coming back up to our altitude block. Okay, got massive amount of mud on the south side of, got a large amount of mud on the south side of the route of Jewel.
Oh, my TGB don't work.
Okay.
TGB. Do a barrel roll. Doing a barrel roll.
Hey, three, start looking as well.
Yeah, 3's gonna extend, get separation, then commit and look.
Break. 1 has capture SA4. Stand by for mark. Okay, 1 has mark. Stand by. Okay, 1's flowing south for the mark. Okay. Stand by data.
Here's good data.
Okay. 2, 3, and 4 call capture.
4 good data, no capture.
3 good data, no capture.
2 good data capture.
Okay, we're gonna do the fighter brief as briefed, same briefing. 3 and 4 when you have capture, advise when you have, or 3 at least, advise when you have capture.
Okay, 3's committing, we'll get capture.
Okay, 2 right hand turn.
2.
Okay, Cajun 3 attacking SA4. Bulls 047 for 41. Banshee, be advised you're it's just here northeast and within Wes.
Copy that.
Can't tell if this I can't tell if the 3, or do you have capture?
Too far, but looking.
Okay, 1 is captured the FCR. The eastern side of the column. I'm IP inbound.
Four's rejoining for attack.
3's capture the column.
Okay, the radar is on the eastern side. It's directly on a road. It's like on a bend in the road on the eastern side of the column. Okay, 2, when I call in, that's when you're gonna fire your harm.
2. 1 harm is left, Bishop 1.
Understood.
Or capture target.
Okay, I'm 16 miles. Okay, one's in from the southwest.
Magnum.
2, Magnum.
Okay, 4, get ready. 30 seconds from now, you should be firing another harm.
Watch out, deconflict, co-altitude traffic.
Three's captured the FCR.
Say again for 4-1.
Get ready to fire your harm. 30 seconds as brief.
4's ready.
Trying to get a lock. Okay, got a lock. Rifle.
Rifle.
Cajun 3-1, rifle, SA4, off to the west.
Copy, Banshee.
3, call in.
3's in, catch the FCR if you don't hit it, otherwise I'll hit a launcher.
Roger.
I'm out of harm.
Understood. Okay, 1's IP inbound.
Good check on the FCR.
Okay, Jewel, SA4 is down.
Copy that. SA4 is down. Banshee.
3's rifle times 1.
4's holding. Arms.
3's rifle times 2 off left. 2 launchers.
Okay, just an adjustment to the fighter brief. We're gonna sort west. You're sorting east. Acknowledge.
3's acknowledged.
Okay, Roger.
I rifle times 2 on the launchers next to the FCR.
Understood.
Side.
Understood. 1's in from the southwest.
2's IP outbound. 3's IP outbound.
Okay, 1 sorted on the search radar.
Rifle.
Cajun 3-1 rifle.
Chaff, flare, low. Chaff, flare.
The rifle.
Cajun 3-1 rifle, SA4 off to the west. Okay, I'm going up to altitude. 3, call in every time you're in.
3's turning in.
Be careful, there's a lot of altitude traffic at Angel 20.
Banshee, check altitude block.
Banshee is low and the other element is higher than you can.
Okay, 1's IPM.
Please cover.
3 status.
3's rifle times 1.
Rifle.
Off left.
Make sure you call that on strike.
Cajun 3 rifle times 1.
And direction. Because the whole point of that is so that people don't think it's a SAM launch. It's fine, it's too late now. But next time call, like, if you fire it on 040, to say Cajun 3 rifle 040. Okay, 1's in from the southwest. Okay, 1 sorted, SA4 moving directly on the road now.
Type outbound.
2, you might want to scan air to air.
Magic 5, Jaguar 4-2, request picture. Jaguar 4-2, Magic 5, picture clear.
Okay, one's rolling in.
Rifle.
Cajun 3-1, rifle 005. One's off, one away to the west.
3's committing in behind you.
Is it only me or did the server crash?
Server's fine.
Banshee status SA-10.
Just one contact, probably the Big Bird with the rifle.
Understand you have capture on your target and are attacking it.
2's hit. Okay, 2 is hit. 1 heads up. 4 heads up.
Wait, is that from our flight? 3, was that from our flight? Say again.
I don't think it was from our flight. And this is 2 status. Oh, I guess that wasn't a flight.
Magic 5, Cajun 3-1, request vector to threat.
2, what is your status?
Cajun 3,
I'm right in
Magic
front of you.
5, it's pretty quiet right
Yeah.
now.
I overshot.
Rifle.
Cajun 3 rifle 050. Off left. Cajun 3 decode.
Roger that. I'm IPM bound.
2's cover.
That was a very confusing message.
4's got Strovers 60 miles northwest.
I think somebody called that on package comms.
Shoot spotted.
So it was very confusing.
Mayday, airman down. Bullseye.
Yes, it's 2.
5, 4, 2.
3-2 still up there. I'm fine.
Banshee 2, I see a shoot.
Hey, do you have it? Did you sort on the easternmost launcher, Moody?
2, 5, 4,
Yes.
Roger.
Banshee 2-1, tally 1,
I'm attacking the other one,
5,
the one by the road. I'm in hot, to the 014.
Yeah, go ahead.
Magic 5, Jaguar 4-2, request picture. Jaguar 4-2, Magic 5, picture clear.
Rifle.
Rifle.
Cajun 3, rifle north, off west.
Caution.
Magic 5, Cajun 3-3, group. Bullseye 085, Cajun. Magic 5, contact is friendly. Magic 5, Jaguar 4-2, request picture.
Okay, 4
Jaguar
weapons.
4-2, Magic 5, picture clear. Magic
Or sorry, 3
5,
weapons.
Jaguar 4-2,
3's Dakota.
request vector to threat.
Understood.
Jaguar 4, Magic 5, it's pretty quiet right now.
Jaguar, say status.
Jaguar, we're making our last runs now.
Alright. 4, you still have, what, 1 harm?
4, 2 times harm.
Understood. Alright, hey, 3, I want you to support Banshee with harms. If that SA-10 is up, shoot it.
5, Jaguar 4-2, group. Bullseye
3.
05, Jaguar 4-2, Magic 5, contact is friendly.
Myself and number 2 are gonna cap.
2.
Three is Joker.
Banshee 2 Cajun, your status?
Okay, we are busy processing the SA-10. Not very successful at this time.
Need help?
Well, let's come right and take a peek at that
Yes,
SA-10.
number 1 is running on fume. We have number 2 shut down. 3 and 4 are still in the air with harms.
Oh, they changed their loadout. Roger. Can you send mark point if able?
That's a negative.
I got nails 29.
I forgot to do that.
2. Magic 5, Cajun 3-1, group bullseye 3, 2, 5, 1, 8, 13,000. Declare Cajun 3-1, Magic 5. Magic 5, Cajun 3-3, group bullseye 0, 5, 0. Cajun 3-5, contact is friendly.
Okay, I have capture on MiG-29. It's Chinese.
Magic 5, Cajun 3-1, request vector to threat. Cajun 3, Magic 5, it's pretty quiet right now.
Banshee, Cajun.
Go ahead.
Can you give us a talk on or some reference to where it is? Hey, 4, SA-10, Jewel SA-10 is active.
Yes, it is
Shoot it.
probably also your Steer 6.
Cajun 3, Jewel SA-10 active.
I don't think that's Jewel SA-10. It's showing up green on the H hat. Firing anyways.
Stand by. I'm trying to get on the pod.
Okay, I just lost it.
It was outside, far outside of lethal, and it was not the one showing up on the HAD.
Magic 5, Cajun 3-3, group bullseye 0, 4, 5. Cajun 3-3, Magic 5, contact is friendly.
I'm looking in the pod trying to find this thing. There's a ton of mud just southeast of Steer 6.
Package. Jaguar 4 now Dakota. Do you have any further tasking, or should we RPB?
If you're Dakota, just fly cover. Okay, capture the flap lid. Capture the flap lid. Stand by. Stand by data.
Magic 5, Jaguar 4-1, request picture. Jaguar 4-1, Magic 5, Cajun.
4, good data.
Magic 5, contact is friendly.
Okay,
Magic 5, Cajun 3-3, bullseye 3, 6, 0, 5, 4,
Last mark point is probably the Big Bird.
Cajun is capture, Big Bird. Or disregard. Cajun is capture flap lid.
Copy.
4, copy, Wild Weasel.
Do you need a mark point, or are you attacking that?
I'm attacking that.
Okay, understood. We're covering with harms.
Magic 5, Cajun 3-1, request vector to threat. Cajun 3, Magic 5.
Okay, guys, we're gonna attack from the southeast. I'm gonna issue a new fighter brief.
2. Banshee 2-1 is in hull.
4, get ready to squeeze off a harm.
Oh.
I'm seeing that 10 start to turn on.
Yeah, I got it for a second.
All Magnum 1 now.
Yeah, go for it.
Magnum!
4 Magnum, SA-10, Jewel.
Okay.
Rifle, SA-2.
Okay, listen up. Listen up. Just ignore it.
4 Magnum, SA-10, Jewel.
Okay, listen up. Fighter brief, we're gonna be trail. It's gonna be shooter, cover, cover, cover. Or actually, shooter, cover, cover, suppressor. Guns. 10 seconds. Ingress northwest, egress east. I'm sorted on the radar with guns.
2. Shooter. Cover, suppressor. In from the north. Oh, good.
Banshee 2-3 Magnum.
That's gone.
Okay, one is inbound, IP inbound. Cajun 3, in from the southeast.
Magic 5,
Banshee 2 is out.
Jaguar 4-1, Magic 5, picture clear.
Cajun 3, your splash was a vehicle southwest of the flap lid. Okay.
Roger, that were Mark 20s, just west of those, or a little north of those.
Clear comms. We already have capture. We're in hot. Okay, 4, slap shot.
1 confirmed 4 slap shot now.
Actually, wait. Sorry, I called that early. Thanks for asking for confirm.
Magic 5, Jaguar 4-2, group bullseye 0-6, Jaguar 4-2, Magic 5, contact is friendly.
Okay, one's tally left at 10 o'clock.
Okay, mayday. Banshee 2-1 is hit.
Magic 5,
Okay,
losing engine.
request picture.
Okay, Breland, do it.
Jaguar 4-2, Magic 5, picture clear.
Got nails 29 left 10 o'clock. Got 2. Clear that. I'm in hot.
Magnum!
Cobra 3-4 slap shot. SA-10 Jewel. 4 is going heads up.
Running in now.
4 Cobra 3-4 declare. 351 57
Banshee 2-1 is going down. Ejected.
3-4, group bullseye
Altitude.
3-5-5,
Altitude.
5-6,
Friendly 29.
3-3,
Or Chinese 29.
contact is friendly. Magic
Please flash flap.
3-3,
Flap,
group
flare,
bullseye
out.
Banshee 2-3 Magnum slap shot. SA-10 Jewel.
Cajun's off to the east. Splash flap lid.
4-1.
Banshee 2, I see you.
Banshee 3 copies. 4's Joker.
Okay, let's start flowing out, guys.
2, 3,
4.
Okay, Miller time. Jaguar, cover us on the way out. Jaguar, did you copy?
Banshee 2-3, Tally 1 pilot, bullseye. Magic
Okay,
5,
package.
Cajun 3-1, request vector
Jaguar
threat.
4 will orbit just south of
Banshee
the
2-3, pilot spotted, bullseye.
combat zone and cover you out.
4-1. Cajun 3, Magic 5, it's pretty quiet right now.
Banshee 2-3 copies in the time. We're exfilling.
Jaguar, did you copy my last? Cover us on the way out. We're egressing.
We will hold and come out behind you.
Okay. Okay, guys, rejoin.
Magic 5, Cajun 3-1, request vector to threat.
3's visual rejoining.
Cajun 3,
4 negative
Magic
rejoin,
5,
pulling
it's pretty
south.
quiet right now.
Alright, that was pretty fun. Dude, those MiG-25s give me a fucking heart attack, man. That was intense.
Yeah, they did a good job.
They really did. They made us burn so much fuel. I was afraid we were gonna have to bust our mission. I think both of them survived too.
2 flights of those, like one after the first one, that would have made us bust the mission.
Yeah.
5, Jaguar 4-1, request picture. Jaguar 4-1, Magic 5, picture clear.
Or 1 low, 1. I'm high, 1 low.
Say again?
There was a low 1, like
Yeah, they.
a high 1. But all heads in the air.
Yeah, they did a good job of azimuth split and altitude split. Okay, let's reference tier 4.
2.
Just gonna switch on to guard until the other guys were RTB. This is Cajun 3 on guard. Be advised, we're Miller time and RTB.
Cajun 3-4, buddy, spike. 3 37 for 044 Angels 23.
Did you guys hear that guard call?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Cajun 3, Cajun 1 is also egressing RTB, the whole package.
Talib said that. I wonder what happened this time.
Cajun 3 copy.
Package Jaguar 4, on hold position to your past me.
Jewel 10, search radar down.
Dude, I don't know why they were having such a hard time attacking that target. Like, I had immediate capture, and then it was really safe to attack from the east. There was nothing to the east.
I guess we'll have to see.
I think they were attacking from the southwest, and there was a bunch of mud over there, so just don't attack from there. Attack from the east.
Don't make it so complicated, Kraus. Brief said we had to attack from a direction.
Four rear, right, 7 o'clock, about 15 miles, Angels 24.
Yep, 4.
Still have a harm left, 4 or no?
4. Negative, Arizona.
Roger. Alright, let's do an ops check. Lead is at 3-1.
2 is 37.
3 is 300.
4 is 032, 3 times slammers.
You guys did a good job on that mission. Nice work. I'm still having like shakes and heart palpitations from that last gun run.
I'm really surprised it didn't turn on and fire at you. It was like just sitting there.
Yeah, but the thing is, Breland, there was a harm in the air when I was running in, so.
There were actually, like, the harms were perfect because I fired one, then Banshee fired one, then I fired the third one.
Asking for help, or he said he offered help, and I think he finally killed it because
I only had. If you're talking about me, I killed it with guns.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Very good. Very good.
Most of our flight was fucking
an interesting turn of events.
By Chinese.
Wait, why did... That's interesting. I wonder if... Hey, Raz, you here? Hey, Raz, you here?
Yo.
Did, what happened? Did the server CTD or what?
Yeah, when I popped it back open, yeah, BMS was just down.
Okay. Alright, let's go down to the debriefing room.
Kraus,
oh, the server crashed.
This is the second week in a row that the server shit out on us.
Yeah. So the server crashed, but it doesn't matter. It auto-saves, so all the progress we had will be preserved.
I had some blue text.
But Kraus, how can I prove my BMS skills without that?
Yeah, me the same.
Question for like the Red 4 guys, were you doing anything when the server crashed?
Yeah, like, flying above 100,000 feet, I think. That was the reason.
Breaking the flight model, got it.
Were you guys trying to like frag anything or click on anything in the 2D when it crashed? That's a question for Chimpak.
They're not here.
Oh, they're not even here.
Oh, maybe.
Hey, Chimpak, are you here? Chimpak? Alright, whatever, we'll just start doing debriefs. Cool.
Muted, so.
Oh, whatever. Okay, so we're gonna do debriefs. We'll go in flight order, and we'll try to keep it to 5 minutes or so. High-level beats of what happened during your plan versus your outcomes, and then talk about what went well and what could be improved for next time. And we'll just do that, and then we'll look at the ACMI afterwards. Okay, so I think we'll start with my package, which is whatever package number it is. I'm Cajun 3. Okay, so our plan was, our mission was to attack the SA-4 that was moving along Jewel. We did a fighter brief before the mission started, and we were like, hey, if this could work, so if it might work, we'll use that, we'll write it down, and then we'll use it to attack the target. If it doesn't work, I'll issue a new fighter brief. So, and then we were going to fly over there. We had wingmen with Mavericks only, and the leads with Mavericks only, and the wingmen with harms. So holy shit, man! We got to our hold point, and we got attacked by 2 MiG-25s, and it was probably one of the most intense TVT experiences I've had. They were like they were like 50,000 plus, 50,000 to 70,000. They were shooting at us and then running, and they did that for like 10 minutes, and we almost busted our fuel and like had to fucking cancel the mission. That really threw us off, but no one died, I don't think, in that engagement. At least no one in my flight died. And so we did those engagements. It was like Fox 3 and then defending. And then we flew out. We flew back to the control point, and we started looking for the SA-4. I got a really quick capture. He's on the south side of Jewel. And made a mark point, transmitted to the flight, and then we used the fighter brief from the briefing as frag to do the attack. We were able to destroy the FCR in one pass, and then we did continuous passes until we destroyed all the launchers in the site. At the end of that, we still had number 4 with some harms, and we had a full gun on every ship, so we started looking for more trouble. Banshee was having trouble killing the SA-10, so we went over there. I issued another fighter brief, and we killed it with guns from the southeast, and came off east. Went up to altitude, and then called Miller time. So that was the high-level overview of what happened. What went well? Number 2. I mean, you were just outstanding. Really good job keeping with me and my crazy flight, my crazy yanking of the stick and flying in random directions. Really nice work with your harm employment, and great job quickly sorting on the bandits when we were engaged with those MiGs, so nice work all around. Number 3, did a good job processing the fighter brief. I know it's the first time you've done that, so I think you did a good job there. You did a good job following the sorting rules, and I never was concerned like what you were doing. I thought it was pretty well. Number 4, good job. There's one time where I made a dumb call, and you were like, "Can you confirm that?" I think that's really good. I think I might have died to that SA-10 if I called for a harm when I was IP inbound rather than in. And Breland's like, what? Can you confirm that? I think that was good because I didn't need the harm then. I needed it actually like 60 seconds later, but my heart was pounding, so there's that. So that was good. Also, really good job keeping situational awareness. Good missile defense against the MiGs. I know you got shot at, and I was actually concerned you were going to get splashed based on where you were, but I think you did a really good job defending. Points for improvement. For myself, I will be honest. The MiG engagement threw me for a loop. I was not expecting them to be where they were. They came at us from the west, and they came at us from an extremely high altitude. And we still fought them, but I was slow. I was not, and they came at us from really close range, like ambushed us. So that we probably should have had a better plan for dealing with those MiGs. But I thought they flew like hyper realistically, and they flew to the aircraft's advantages, so it was good. Okay, for number 2, I don't think I have any points for you. There was a couple times where you flew ahead of me, but that's fine. It was sort of chaotic. So that's a minor debrief point. For 3, make sure you call in and off. I had to micromanage that a couple of times. Just make sure you're doing that. Because what I was doing is I was saying off, then I would start a timer. Wow, I'm going full New York. I would start a timer, and then I was expecting you to be in 30 seconds, and I didn't hear that, and then I would say, "What's your status?" at that point. So that's why I was asking at that point. So just try to clean that up a little bit, or say I'm going to be in 30 seconds, or just say something so that I know where you're at.
Sorry, I think I extended too far, so
that's fine. That's fine. I don't have anything for 4.
I fucked up the slap shot because my set up, and I was still a little rattled from the air-to-air engagement. So you said slap shot that. I switched to air-to-ground mode, and then everything wasn't set up, so I had to click through menus. So 2 got a good sustain for 2, as he was able to see that I was having a bit of a helmet fire, and he slap shotted instead of me. I was about to fire right when he made the call. So
yeah, that's a good call out. That's a good call out that 2 did that. He just fucking I think we could sense that you were like task saturated, and he just fired, and I think that was good. So yeah, good stuff all around. That's it for Cajun. I'm gonna pass it to Banshee 2.
Yeah, our task was to kill the SA-10, and we made this plan. I tasked number 3 and 4 only on an harm mission from high altitude and from close in, so that the missile flyout time would be between 1 and 2 minutes. And that was their biggest task, just to watch if the SA-10 came online, and then shoot them. 1 and 2 would then go in, nap off the earth, and shoot their Mavericks and kill them off with Mark 20s if we could find the flap lid, of course. Before that, we coordinated with Cajun and said, okay, I can do the air-to-air stuff a little earlier, so you can do the SA-4, and then if you are finished, then we go in. That was our plan. It was pretty quiet going up to the area, to our steer point 3 and to our holding point steer point 4, and then the shit hits the fan from out of space. So I was a bit shocked by the altitude of the MiG-25, so I had difficulties just calling out bullseyes, because I couldn't believe it that they were so high. But it was good red air, I think. We shot some missiles in there, but they also dragged away, so the missiles were wasted. I could inform Cajun that they were drag or hot, and at least the deed flights were still alive when they went home to their airbase, so we could come in. Then the call from Cajun came, SA-4 is down, and that was the moment when we just went in. I had to do that because my fuel was pretty low. On startup, I had only 9,600 pounds, and I was a bit of low compared to the other ones, and I was running close to Joker fuel. But we decided just to go in, and I made a mistake there. I should have come up with a mark point or a decent capture of the target to really go nap off the earth and attack the SA-10. That went not so well on my side. As of 30 nautical miles, I finally got the big bird, I think it was. And I launched my Maverick on it, but it apparently missed. I had a good bore sight, so I know the cross was not flashing. It was steady, and it was in the keyhole, so I have to find out what happened there. When we turned back, I just saw my number 2 hit by a missile or something, so we lost number 2 eventually. And I was trying to make out the target and come in with another run on the target. Meanwhile, number 3 and 4 were still up high, trying to launch the MRAMs, or negative, the harms, but the SA-10 didn't lit up that much, I think. I did some re-attacks, and guess what? I overflew a big column of enemies. I didn't see them, and I think I'm hit by an SA-14. by doing that still low level. So I went down, and luckily I could hand over a mark point to Cajun Flight, and they finished off the SA-10, I believe. So what went good? I think
just a quick note. We didn't actually receive your mark point. We made our own. Yeah.
Okay.
Just FYI.
Yeah. That is, I know what happened there. I wasn't on your Victor. Okay. The next thing, what was not good? Okay. What went good? I think our plan by just dividing the task in just harm shooters and just being good at it, because it was very important that the SA-10 would be killed as soon as possible, because it could also have an impact on the other package. So I designated that element specific for that task, and I think they managed well, because they depressed it and they did a good job. My number 2 was still with me, also with my shooting around on MiG-25s, but also low level. What was not good was that we had in the end 2 losses, and that and also from my part the high sorting. I briefed in the flight, okay, I will search high from 18,000 feet and up, and I didn't capture the bandwidth of 75 till 55, so that was bad on my part. I did forget the mark point. I had some issues with that in the first instance. In the second instance, I thought I had it all arranged, but then I didn't switch Victor. The Mavs, I had 2 misses of my Mavericks, and I have to find that out, what happened there on my side. Other than that, I think 3 and 4 survived, did a job well done, and number 2 stayed with me, but because of my plan, we got fired upon because we were low level. That's basically it from Banshee. That's it.
Cool. The next one would be Jaguar.
Jaguar. Yeah, we were last to take off in our package. We took off as we were approaching the steer point where we'd have turned feet dry. We could hear all the stuff with the 25s going on. We saw them coming in and going back at high altitude. So we did 1 retrograde because we didn't want to get tangled up. There were too many aircraft in there already, and we were very heavy. So we did a turn, but after that, he was still coming in and out. So we said, right, because of fuel considerations, we'll get to 4, then we'll turn in and we'll engage targets at steer 5. We moved into steer 5, quickly identified stuff. On the first pass through, my wingmen both took out shilkers, I took out some armor, and we were just coming back and forth trying to engage. I think some of our weapons went stupid, but we did see good effect on a few targets. Once we were Dakota, we were asked to provide cap cover for the outgoing flights. When the server crashed, Banshee had already passed us to the south. Kraus, your flight was just passing over the top of us, and I was about to turn behind when obviously the server crashed. Good points, yes, we quickly found targets and engaged. Managed not to conserve enough fuel that we were just about on Joker as the server ended, and we'd have had to come out. We did hit targets. Bad points, a couple of times I let my speed either decline or get away a little bit much. Also, occasionally it went up, we broke the altitude block, and I think within the flight we had one person whose laser arm didn't go on. But apart from that, we did very well for a 3-ship. But say the hits we got were different on the briefing than the 2 bits of the briefing and what we were seeing. So well done flight.
The ACMI shows that the things that we damaged, we definitely killed.
Yeah.
So we're good.
So that's Jaguar 4-1.
Whoever's watching the ACMI, that's a bukkake right there.
don't mean to take us off. We could.
Fuck you in particular.
What? I do nothing to these guys? Whatever.
That's like a B-52 carpet strip.
Hey, Hawkeye 6. It's your turn. Abe.
Abe.
All right, Boone. Debriefcation 1.
Yeah. Sorry. Push to talk problems. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Sorry. So our plan was to we went with a loadout as fragged. I thought it was a good loadout where we had hunter-killer wingman pairs. The plan was to have one element cover from a ways behind, air to air, and then when the element went in, the wingman would, with the other, the engaged element went in, the wingman would pop up to altitude, follow the lead in who was low. The wingman would fire a harm while the lead went in and killed the radar. We didn't have a posit exactly on the location. We figured it would be at the base, so we ingressed at medium altitude to get a capture, where that was our plan. And then we were going to switch off where between shooter and cover between elements. Thought that was a pretty good plan. On the ingress, we had MiG-25s like fading in and out all around and behind us. Basically every time that we thought they'd be a factor, they would turn away. So we were able to ingress. Then two found at AAA battalion directly using the HTS. Found a AAA battalion directly on our ingress route where we were supposed to be flying overhead at high altitude. So we had to we did a quick fighter brief to modify our ingress route to avoid that. We had a few technical / user errors, which I'll get to in a moment. But I was out of contact with the package for a while and didn't know what was happening. Let's see. So we were pushing kind of like from the west as we approached the Chinese border and then began to turn north and northeast towards our target. Towards our IP. We had a SA-10 within lethal at Beetle, and so two offered to fire a harm at it, and I said, yeah, do it. And we went NOE. The second element I'd already briefed to go trail by that point, so they were about 10 miles behind us. We kind of got separated when we were going NOE. I was working on making sure that because we were flying not over an unplanned ingress route, and there were roads and cities all around, so I was 100% task saturated flying and trying to scan for any threats that were low altitude short threats, battalions, columns, etc. We got to the target. Two was, I guess, popped up. We got separated, but we rejoined. Two popped up, couldn't find the flap lid. I popped up, couldn't find it, and then like right at the last second I found it, got a mark point to the flight. Then we kind of proceeded as per our plan. It was just from the azimuth that we could attack. There was a giant mountain couldn't have been made better for a Maverick attack. So I was able to get a AGM-65 off on the flap lid, sliced back. I'm not sure. I guess two didn't even need to fire a harm at that point. I didn't really call for it, just because there was no vulnerability really. I was able to fire it and then immediately get back under or get train masked. And so then, right when we I cleared the second element in as we egressed to kill the launchers, and I think at that point two identified two MiG-25s taking off, and they zoom climbed up. So he and I started chasing them, but they were climbing with ridiculous speed. Like I wasn't gaining on them at all, despite being fairly low drag at that point. So I called us, or I don't know. We turned cold in any event, and the cap had or the package dealt with them. And by that point, I was back on comms. What went well? Let's see. 2, I mean, obviously, great job correlating the targets, finding threats. Nothing really. I mean, yeah, everything was great. See, number 3, great job coordinating your element. You were controlling your wingman the whole time. Yeah, I don't really have anything to say besides that. Like that was outstanding. Made my job a lot easier. 4, good job getting the being ready. Oh, that's right, I missed at the very end. So at the very end before the crash, Cajun called out that there were SA-10s spiking them, and or SA-10s active, and so one of them was clearly in China. The other one turned out to be the one that was still at Beetle, which I didn't realize was still up. And then they called out that they were getting hard locked, and then I got hard locked by the SA-10 as well, or the SA-10 within lethal. And so I called out on 4 to or I think 3 called 4 to the snapshot to slapshot that. And so that was good. So let's see, what could have been an improvement? So for me, turns out I was on the wrong uniform frequency at some point. Like I just tried to change a steer point and accidentally changed uniform. Didn't realize what was going on when no one was talking to me. But by that point I was task saturated, and didn't have the I was flying low and a lot was going on, so I didn't have the mental overhead available to diagnose that at the time. So I just kind of, I didn't really deal with it. I probably should have figured that out earlier, but so that's a point to improve on. But at the same time, I didn't get too distracted with it. So it would be nice if I'm clearly, I mean, I know that you probably could tell that I was getting task saturated, but apparently 2 was answering my comms on package for a while. So that's happening a lot. You might want to ask, are you hearing any of this or something?
Yeah, your helmet was on fire and mine was too, so we were both just struggling to keep up.
Yeah. What's weird is the data link was working for me, so that was, I'm not sure what's up with that. I'll have to go back and watch the recording to see what I was doing, how that exactly happened, or if I'm remembering it wrong. Yeah, I don't really have any other things to improve. Oh, one other thing that I wrote down is a note, when I'm briefing I should go over brevity for Wild Weasel tactics. I realized I hadn't partway through the mission, so that's something that flight leads can do, just quickly during the brief, is if there's a specific brevity term that we don't often use that's key to the flight, go over that beforehand. So I should have gone over slapshot and sniper and the like. Yeah, that's all I have.
All right, Occasion 1, that's Boone.
Alright, so from a second package commander level, communication amongst the flights was real good. I knew what the other cap was doing, and we were deconflicting targets and coming in and out and supporting each other mutually, so air brake, that was real good, dude. Abe, your comm issue makes a little sense now because we didn't know about that AAA battalion that you found. So
yeah, I called it out on uniform and everything, and I wasn't getting any response. But I figured that was right when you were when I'd heard you guys were engaging the MiG-25, so I thought you were just busy with that.
Yeah, no sweat. So we let Warhawk go take the MiG-25 rocket ships that were trying to go to the fucking space station, and me and the rest of my flight followed in with you guys. We stayed a little bit behind you and a little bit above you. Our ingress was fine. Oddly enough, we got locked by Chinese. We got hard locked by Chinese the whole time. And I think it's my fault. I think I started it. So the Chinese did a dangerous air maneuver against Raz, and I saw it. So I told my boys to hard lock the J11s to scare them.
That's how it works.
Yeah, so you think I'm playing, but they didn't hard lock me on the way in, but they certainly hard locked me after that. So I hard locked the J11s with my flight. I'm like, stay away from my fucking flight package. We scare the J11s off, and then these MiG-25s come in. We shoot the MiG-25s, defend a couple SA-10s. I lose my number 2, which I'm looking at right now, to actually friendly fire. So Talb, you did not die from a MiG. Yeah, that SA-10, Abe, that we found at the end of the mission there, it actually shot at us a couple times. That's the one I was trying to vector you into. As the one that I kept saying was just northeast of the mountains.
Yeah, sorry, I was...
That wanted you, Boone.
He really did. He tried to bukkake me.
And sorry, like, if you had said, like, at, what was it, Toyota or something? Or was it...
It was Beetle.
At Beetle, like, that would have been a much more useful reference, because you were, like, north of the mountains, and, like, we're over this massive mountain range, so I'm, like...
Was that on...
Yeah.
Was that on the INI? Because I did not have that on my HSD.
Yep.
Yeah.
I heard you say Beetle before on Uniform 6, and I was looking for it, and I'm like, I don't know. So that's my fault then. I don't know if I deleted that pre-planned steer point by accident, or I just didn't. I muffed it.
Yeah. So it was like northeast of you, but I didn't like do the mental like shift in my brain as to where you guys were at and everything. So I was. It took me a while to figure it out, but eventually we did figure it out, and we did put a harm on it.
Yeah, he shot at us a couple times. I lost my 3 for a little bit to a tech issue, but then he came back in, and then Tal went in and slotted in at 4, who surprisingly hasn't died yet. The AI usually dies. But we killed 2 MiG-25s, and we scared off a couple others, and then it was just us playing chicken with the Chinese the rest of the mission on the way up. They were literally hard locking us. We were hard locking them. God damn it, Apex.
We'll talk about this during the tech view. But
so, other than that, Abe, when you were back on comms, everything was Gucci, man. You were keeping me up to date on how much playtime you had, how your targets were. Once you told me the SA-10 was down over the airbase, I got more aggressive with our cap. I didn't want no surprises coming in. We already had those 25s that were coming in, so real good communication, dude. And then when you said it was time to go, it was time to go. And it's kind of funny, Kraus, when you told me your package was leaving, we were done too at the same exact time. But this is probably one of the most fun missions I've ever had on BMS. I mean, my dick was so hard at the end of it. It was fun. Other than that, that's all I got.
Awesome. Air brake for Warhawk 4.
Yeah, so for Warhawk 4, we were coordinating with Boone's flight. We passed them on the way in because we thought we were a bit behind Carrot, looking at the distance we had from the strike. But it turned out they were ahead of Carrot by 3 minutes. So anyway, we coordinated pretty well in the end. So by the time we went fit dry, we knew where we each were, and we were okay with it. Boone's flight, the escorted the flight and let us deal with the MiG-25s. We fired a couple of missiles at them, but they turned cold, so they trashed all our missiles. Actually, they trashed a couple more missiles from multiple flights, but apparently the Mirages took them out while we were like cranking to avoid getting into the SAM rings on that side of the field. And when we turned back in, we couldn't see anything more. So then after investigating a bit all the area, we called that the MiG-25s are no factor, and so we could push further. And after that, we rejoined, and yeah, we had some trouble identifying those J11s, at which point Apex did a very good call, because I was convinced that, I mean, I had the capture on them and I was convinced they are MiG-29s. I called it and that we should go in. But then Apex said, okay, well, they might be J11s, they might be friendly. And the AWACS called them friendly as well, so that was a really good call, because otherwise we would have had a international incident. And after that, we had the engagement with the MiG-25s scrambling off the airbase. So Abe called out that there are MiG-25s scrambling. We coordinated with Boone, and he said that he and his flight were going to take them out. It was pretty short notice because we were orbiting to get some spacing, actually, as you can see here. And then we immediately went back in to support Cajun on the attack. They got some missiles out. I don't know if you called that on Uniform Boone, because I wasn't really aware of how you guys did or how many MiGs there were. When you called for delops, I assumed there were more than 2, because I assumed that there must be many, and you guys got overrun. And when you lost your number 2, I assumed that shit is getting real. So at that point, I was naked. I didn't know anything because I couldn't see anything to the north, because those MiGs were apparently down, but I didn't know that. I thought I should see something else. And that's when my number 2 Apex said he got a contact. And I assumed that he got a capture on that, but apparently he didn't, because that's when he shot Taub mistakenly for the damaged MiG-25 that flew a bit more. So that's what happened then. Oh no, actually he did shoot that MiG-25 in the end.
Yeah, I also shot the first one because I didn't know how close Boondock's missile was to mine, and as you can see, it blows up when the missile's in flight. So just at the wrong moment, the MiG blew up, and the missile searched for another target. But I was hard locked on that MiG-25.
Okay, yeah. Well, at that point, it was I assumed that mistake because I told you go shooter, and then I told you deconflict with Boone because I realized that they might be attacking that same target.
Yeah, the thing is, when you told me to deconflict, I could watch that missile go off the rail. That was it's too late to deconflict now.
It was a late call, yeah. So that was my mistake because I told you that late.
Let's keep it high level until the ACMI.
Exactly. Yeah. So any other debrief points?
Yeah, so debrief points for number 2. Great job, great calls. You're everything that a flight lead would need from his wingman. Number 3, you did a good job. I mean, I didn't have any concerns about what you were doing. The only thing is that maybe try to be more clear in your comms, because sadly we're stepped on a lot of times and I couldn't really understand you. Sorry for that. But other than that, you did a pretty good job. So yeah, good job on a flight. That's it for.
Cool. All right. I don't know if Red 4 is still here. I think Chimpok might be. I don't know. Are you here, Chimpok?
Hex is here.
Oh, Hex is here now.
Or
GG.
I'm here.
Hey, do you want to debrief Red 4 stuff?
Yeah. So our plan was to sneak on you, going super high, super fast, and we were scanning very low, so we don't hit with you with the radar. And we managed to do this kinda, but unfortunately in the last second, I was the right guy, the wingman, by the way. The last second, I was able to lock one of you for a moment, but then it dropped the lock because the jammers were pretty well against these shitty radars. So yeah, we had to turn back, and that was the idea, that we will stay super high, super fast, so you can kill us. And we did that for a while, but we ran out of fuel pretty fast and had to RTB.
Yeah, welcome to Soviet jets.
Yeah.
They all have short legs.
But you scared the shit out of it.
I mean, you were pretty successful in almost making us bingo out, so...
that was the plan. I mean, we know we won't kill anyone with these missiles, I mean.
But that harassing fire and, just dragging the packagers around was very effective.
Yeah, we were pretty lucky, actually.
Like this. So our briefed station time was supposed to be 45 minutes, and it turned into 10 minutes. So yeah. there's that.
Yeah, that's cool.
What I found fascinating is that at this altitude and closure rate, our AMRAMs were missing you.
Yeah.
You know, they still were Mach 2 point something.
We need to be like on the at least 30,000 or above, or we need to get closer. But yeah, it's you'll see in the ACMI when we look at it that we wasted a lot of missiles, which I guess is good for Red 4.
Well, they were up there after us, and it was hell.
Exactly. On that note, I think we finished our debrief. We're gonna start looking at the ACMI now. If you guys go to the Saturday BMS events channel, there is a IP address? Question mark?
Yes.
Yeah, it's in the Saturday. I can repost it.
There is an IP address. Download the ACMI from Razgriz and let's do it.
And if you don't have TechView, you can just watch from the stream. Kraus, it's yours. If I could find you on...
I'm not in there. I'm not in there.
Okay.
I'm in now. SPQR. Hail the Roman Empire. Okay, let's go back. I'm really bad at TechView, so if I start shaking things randomly, like, please call me out, because I'm, like, terrible at using TechView. Okay, so, our like, Marshall point was over here, and, we were gonna hang out here, and then we were gonna go this way and attack the target. And, you'll see here, we're flowing in. From my perspective, they didn't attack from here, they attacked from, like, here. So we'll see how that happened. Let's see. Okay, so they were to our left. Alright, so
they got engaged by the Mirages.
Yeah, so I didn't know this was happening. We just had... So this is me. I got, like, 125 now within...
Wait, so what's their altitude and speed right now?
It's like 50-something, 55,000...
And Mach 2.2?
Yeah.
Yeah, we briefed 1.9, but it goes super fast, super soon.
Yeah, in the real MiG-25, you can destroy the engine if you go above Mach 2, which is a fun thing. Yeah, so we were we're defending super aggressively. Like, this is like a really... So right here, I'm like, hey, clear our 6, and like we're just like super defensive. I told guys to pop flares because the AA6 Bravo actually is IR terminal guidance, and it's super deadly. I'm surprised that you guys didn't fire any of those.
We had one, but Hex said it actually only tracks rear aspects, so we didn't plan to use them actually.
I've had pretty good success killing things at like 30 miles with that. But anyway, so we're just in this like back and forth defensive thing. I'm trying to sort out the engagements with Banshee on the UHF, which we were doing pretty well, I think. Banshee kept going in, then we would go in. There was one point where Banshee got really fucking close. I was like right here. I'm like, hey Banshee, you have like a bandit. Oh no, maybe it was after that. Can you stop hot miking, Res? It might have been after this. But Banshee got super close, and I was really nervous. I think it was after this.
He's like directly under them right now.
I think it was like they were over here somewhere, but we'll see in the ACMI. So yeah, a lot of our missiles, if you watch them,
okay.
A lot of our missiles
all around. Oh my god,
miss terribly.
So yeah, I'm curious about that. Can we watch some of that? Like, why are they missing and what's going on?
It's because of the energy. So like these are Fox 3 long shots. So like this.
So is it just because they don't have airflow to maneuver them up there?
Yes. Yes, they have little stubby fins, and they can't turn very effectively at high altitude.
Let me slow it down.
No wing, no turn.
No wing, no turn, exactly.
Yeah. So if you look at, eventually we'll get to mine was the last one fired of this Bukake salvo, and it was inside of the, our opt, basically.
See how quick the speed
look at the alpha on that. Well, not just the speed, look at the alpha on it. Like, it just can't turn.
33, 34, 36.
It's not a Hornet.
Yeah, and it goes... So, like I was saying in the debrief, I think.
But so is it like, why is it not taking lead pursuit earlier, or is it just like, is the MiG-25 maneuver? Like, I'm just curious how that worked, because we don't often have this kind of engagement, or in fact, we never have this kind of engagement.
Let's watch. So this is me firing a Fox 3 long.
Yeah.
So they're from the missile.
Were you question from your point of view? Was your circle centered, like center of the dot?
I think so, yeah.
So like inside the ASAC.
So right now it is doing lead pursuit. See it? It is doing lead pursuit.
Yeah, it is. So I'm just wondering where it goes, where things go wrong.
No,
the MiG-25 is flying straight and level.
You can see. Look at the alpha. Look at the alpha. And
Yeah.
you'll see as it gets higher, it starts getting more and more. It's trying to pull pursuit.
So it's just energy is what it's
fighting
running out of.
It's fighting through atmosphere, and it can't.
High atmosphere, yeah.
It can't get through the atmosphere.
Well, but like, why does it have to turn right here? What is it doing? That doesn't make sense. Like, it's not, the target isn't maneuvering, so it should be on a lead pursuit course much earlier.
So it might be a problem with the BMS algorithm because it's following the mathematical algorithm right here. You just see it sliding and sliding because it's not, the algorithm isn't working in this atmosphere.
Oh. Yeah.
See, like it's trying to correct and correct and correct, and
right.
It's not
It shouldn't need to pull that much lead in terminal though. If it puts itself.
You'd think
if
it
the
would,
target isn't
right?
maneuvering, you would think the target, you would put itself in front of the target.
I suspect BMS does not model it properly at high altitudes.
Or, I mean, it's entirely possible that AMRAM isn't great at 60,000 feet.
I mean, it likely also isn't great at 60,000 feet, but I would suspect that it's smarter than this.
Maybe he's maneuvering. He might have pulled up there, which might
Yeah,
have
I
been
mean,
enough to-
if you're doing
to throw it
Mach
up.
2, like, any slight maneuver is also going to...
Yeah, interesting.
This is a 1.3 G, so
close.
1.2 G.
I mean, these are fairly close. I mean, but any maneuver at
But it's-
all immediately fucks
Yeah,
you.
yeah, it's clearly the slammers are
And this
clearly
were
struggling.
This were
Sideways
very
flying.
long shots. They were very long shots.
Yeah, they
I
were.
see.
They were Fox 3 long, like just inside the DLZ, like.
So mine was well inside the DLZ, and it comes
which one?
closer, but
Which one?
It's on the air still.
This one right here?
This one right there. So this one, I was waiting for a good shot, because there is, I had the opportunity. He wasn't locking me up, and this was like inside the box, and there's.
See the Mach? See the Mach is bleeding.
Yeah, the Mach.
Pretty fast.
I mean, they're still going pretty fast. It seems to be a maneuvering issue.
Yeah, this guy's in a slight right-hand turn.
Slight right-hand turn.
Yeah, that's what happened to mine. Like, he turned at the last second and it just kind of like went stupid.
So this still gets pretty close, but as soon as the rocket motor cuts out, it's just gonna miss.
There was one point though where, like, you said you had a missile launch on you, right? You were defending.
Yeah,
a
it was.
Spike 25.
It was second pass.
Second
that
pass?
might have been it. No, that might have been it. You can see I turn away from Moody when it happens. No, so it was before this. I'm not on Moody's wing right now. So this.
Oh
was
yeah,
the
it's right
second
here. Yeah, it was the first set. It was the first set that we did. I picked up the 25, and then I'm like 3 clear or 6.
Moody, did you not get a missile launch warning here?
I did not get a missile launch warning.
Oh man, because I got it. It just peeled.
But look at this
So
altitude separation. It's insane. See that red line?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an insane altitude separation.
So that's like 20 miles of slant range, and like how much of that is in the vertical? Like,
yeah, I know. It's a massive. Yeah, it's like a really far distance. Yeah.
That's 3 miles.
I mean, I didn't get a missile launch warning, but I got the radar warning.
So at this point, oh, you actually got a lock. You actually locked him on the first pass.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I got a shot off, but he maneuvered it. I think. Like, you'll watch right here.
Oh dude,
Wow.
you should have merged. You
Wait.
should have merged into them, dude. I didn't realize you were that close.
You should have also like pulled up before firing there.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
That's why I
a
didn't
lot of
hit.
these shots would have been better with ASE. Like, put the thing in the thing.
I did. I put the thing in the thing. It just
No, but you were much more conservative when you fired Breland. In a good way.
Oh yeah, in a good way. Yes.
Yeah, you were like you fired further away and then you immediately go defensive, like you're hard defensive.
Oh, I didn't fire this one. I just went defensive. It was the second pass that I fired.
Oh, look at that! Look at that arc it had to do.
Yeah, if I pulled up, I probably would have gotten a hit.
7G.
And we didn't see most of these
Flying
missiles.
formation.
They were
Yeah,
probably,
the thing is,
the engine was out by the time they got up to you.
well, the thing is, when they have to pull these kind of crazy angles, that's probably getting out of the seeker azimuth limits too.
I doubt that's modeled either.
I think it is.
It is modeled.
I think there's a field of view.
It is modeled for sure.
We'll see that later.
All right, so we do that. I don't know how much more we want to see of this, but they eventually run. So like Banshee starts attacking, and it's the same thing. Like it's a Fox 3 long engagement. This one, it looks like we're firing redundantly, but we coordinated this. But I was like, hey Banshee, do fire and leave, and then we'll support you. So they're fire and leaving, and then we're like shooting the same target basically. Holy shit, man! Look at this shit. Oh, so many, so many millions of dollars right here, flying through the air.
I just wonder what the Red Force RWR looked like.
Yeah, what was it showing? Were you seeing these M's?
Yeah, this was hacks. But most of the time I didn't see anything because I was banking and stuff like that. So.
But it's good to know that it was. Also for Red 4, it's very difficult to lock us from this angle.
The look down, yeah, the look down angle, yeah. I think all their missiles immediately went ballistic, which is pretty funny. Because if you see how when they fire it, it probably like immediately goes out of gimbal limits for the radar.
Yeah.
Next time we'll just ignore them.
That one's tracking, but I think it goes ballistic quickly. Yeah, it's just ballistic now. Yeah, next time we'll just ignore him and just fly. Just pull like a 5G turn.
They're ineffective. They're as ineffective as we are at this altitude difference.
Well, I think even though we didn't kill them, we still managed to. No one died, so we kept them defensive. I thought it was pretty decent. I think next time we just need to have if we had an escort that was able to get up to 30,000 or 35,000, this would have been different. It's just like we couldn't fly that high with our loadouts as is. Our loadouts are pretty heavy.
Well, yeah, and they were too far away from us.
So right now it's
But they did a fantastic fucking job of delaying the package. And
they did.
That wasn't our mission. That was just too far away for us.
Yeah.
I only sent Warhawk after him because.
But like that's the reason we were getting SA-10s shot at us.
Because we were delayed.
The timeline was delayed, and we didn't have we didn't coordinate that.
Okay, so hey Chris, you still at Chris Reb?
Oh, just quick meta point. So these Mirages chase them all the way back to the base and then shoot down more scramblers. So I don't know if we don't want to frag AI cap unless it's like super thick. Because
here we get back to base. Here we get back to we're attacking this target, and I see all these fighters maneuvering overhead. I'm like, okay, he's got to be bandits scrambling after us. Pod capture. Just I see these giant fuel tanks under the Delta Wing. And I'm like, oh, what the hell is they doing over here?
That's where I was wondering what happened to those MiG-29s.
The 29s, they just disappear. The Mirages kill them.
Oh my god.
Was that fragged by you, Kraus, or was that headquarters?
Yeah, I fragged them. They were supposed
I had to abort my landing.
They're about 100 miles from their cap point.
Their cap is right here, so they were supposed to defend any leakers coming towards AWACS. But yeah,
they went rogue.
Yeah, no, they were probably diverted by AWACS. AWACS was like, kill them, but yeah, it's pretty aggressive.
Kill them now.
So yeah, after that engagement, we thought they were egressing for fuel, not because. Oh wow, did they actually kill one of these baguettes here? No. Okay. So I was like, hey, they're egressing for fuel. Picture is clear. Let's continue the mission. And then we switched on to like trying to get a capture, and then where the fuck am I at? Oh my god, it's so confusing. Fritz, oh here I am. So I'm like, hey, like so we're still chasing them at this point. Then we go cold, and then when we turn in hot, then now we're trying to get pod capture. And
then we have the SA-10 active, no?
Yeah, then we have the SA-10 active, which I think, you fired a harm at?
Yeah.
Yep, you fired a harm.
And we've got another harm coming in from...
Yeah, look at that. Like, we thought it was active on us, maybe. Forced us NOE at this point.
How do you... There we go. I don't want to go 3 times speed. Can I go 2 times speed? No,
arrows up and down. But yeah.
So these were... I called this out and we started defending these. And then I guess Raz also fired a harm. So this harm actually hits.
It lands like 100 feet away or so. It's close.
It must have turned off right at the end.
Yep.
Oh yeah. And then Stevie's harm is inbound.
It's off by now.
It's off by now, yeah.
But good suppression. So
yep. We got capture. I send the mark point.
Wait. Can we watch that attack?
Yeah, so AI? This is is this the AI that I was
This is Bukaki. This is Bukaki right there. Oh my god.
But did these 105s kill anything? Like, this is weird.
So, I was gonna put a package debrief point, which was deconflicting and altitude did not really work. I had a couple close calls with other flights that I visually deconflicted with, but they might have been AI at this rate.
Look, it doesn't hit anything.
Yeah, so like frag tip,
outstanding performance.
Pre-planned cast is like vastly more effective than AI.
Yeah.
For AI. Like it's a random number generator, so whether or not the AI will kill anything.
Unable.
Yeah.
I couldn't see the battalions.
You didn't have the
But might be better
Did
to
you have the
Mavs or
strict
something.
fog of war?
I don't know. Probably that might be a factor.
Yeah, they'll always attack with GBU 12s in that case.
Yeah, I always give AI.
What happened over here?
PGMs.
Oh, the left side.
Look, what's
Where?
happening over there?
Where?
Can you zoom out?
This you mean?
Zoom out. No. Over. Where do they go?
It's Lancer here.
Roll back.
Oh, this?
Oh, the Lancer.
What the fuck is
One
Is this a one-man pad?
You were watching this earlier.
Can you watch this view, please?
That's 32
sweet Jesus.
SDB2s for this one guy.
Yeah.
It's raining. It's raining SDBs. Oh, they
That's
do
people
go
that
for both of them.
They just want to get off work and go to the O Club, man. Literally, fuck this mission.
I do think though that might have been a view distance thing with Raz, because Raz is pretty far and he used the ACMI guy. Because this was actually an SA3 site, so.
I think they actually do. If you zoom in on that, they're hitting different targets there. It just looks like it's an SA-14 is the only thing alive.
Look at this fucker. Look at this fucking guy.
There's like
AI
three
could do
different.
Fuck you, Jeff.
Much better job of sorting targets.
Well, what he should have done there is like open his mouth like Tom off Tom and Jerry and just swallow all the wall. Yeah.
Anywho.
Hey Chris, are you still here, Chris Reb?
No, he just took off.
Okay, so I'll just debrief this for the rest of the guys that are still here from this flight. Like one of our contracts was you were gonna call attacking mud when you were attacking things. Because you didn't do that, we didn't respect the RAS over this area, and our fighter brief had us overfly this target. So what we had briefed to the contract was you were supposed to call, hey, I'm attacking mud at a bullseye, and then there's supposed to be a 3-mile RAS around there. Because of that, you guys were attacking it, never said anything, so we like fly through your airspace, which was not that was not a problem on the people who were doing that. It was the people who were attacking. But anyway, so we're now doing our fighter brief. So the plan here is 30-second separation by element. This is element 2 back here, and it was shooter suppressor shooter suppressor with 30-second separation. So that's I called in. Stevie's firing his harm, and
There's a little maneuver there. There's a little
I'm
dance.
I'm rifle.
Yeah, I got blue text.
Oh, is that what happened there? So I had a good contrast lock. They're on the move. The FCR is in the back here. Good contrast lock. I'm rifling off, and then Moody's in after me. Boom. FCR down.
Nice.
And I hold my harm beat because I hear the FCR down call.
So I debriefed this in text with Moody. These shots are off keyhole, so these miss. They go long. And then we just continue to attack the site. I don't know if we want to look at this in the ACMI. It's pretty straightforward. We just do the same fighter brief. We're just attacking repeatedly. Yeah, let's do other shit, right? Look at other shit, right? Okay.
Just briefly, you can also tell if your Maverick's going dumb just by looking at its flight path. If it goes straight off and then just starts to dip down immediately, it's probably gone stupid. If it has a good contrast lock, it'll do a little loft off the rail.
Banshee, you want to look at anything that you've done up until this point? You want to go to you? Or should we switch to the other side of the package, other side of the AO?
Yeah, just run it through, but I cannot control it from this side.
I've given it to you.
I don't know how to do it.
Okay. I'll do it. What do you want to look at?
Well, just look when we pass the MiG-25s, and we're going in. So we did some air-to-air just to cap, and number 3 and 4 were up high just to monitor the SA-10 behavior. Let me see. Okay. And then at the point where Cajun mentioned SA4 down, then we went in.
Yeah, so go to that point. Go to the point where we splashed the SA4. Just jump on the timeline.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, so it's like right here is where I call splash on the Joule SA4 down contract.
Yeah.
Whoa, you are low, my man. 8,000 feet. What was your attack plan?
Yeah, just with a proper position of the target, we would go in low level, nap of the earth, and then close into the target, climb up.
I see.
The thing was, we didn't have. Yeah, go ahead.
Can we just slow this down? Like we're going really fast. Okay, yeah, keep going. You can put it on more than half time speed, but yeah. All right, go ahead, Banshee.
Yeah. So actually, I didn't have a capture yet. So we still, I was still trying to find.
Ooh. Oh man, I think that this concept of your flight is unnecessarily risky. This is coming from a guy who loves NOE, by the way, but yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, why didn't you attack medium altitude? What was your concern?
The SE10.
But you have harms, right? You have guys with harms.
Yeah. So it went, okay, over that, this is the...
Oh my god, why is it like chunking around for anyone else?
No, it's
turn down your trails.
No, it's not FPS, it's like update rate.
Yeah, turn down your trails.
Okay. So you guys are attacking this like mud, but you're not.
No. It is beyond that. Look at it.
Oh, 2 just got hit.
There it is.
Okay.
What is happening?
Yeah, two overflew the battalion.
But Mavericks were fired back there, weren't they?
No.
Yeah, can we see what?
It was fired.
The other was one that didn't hit anything.
But it went ballistic. So what Raz was saying, I saw it going down in a straight line and said, "Oops."
Okay, so you're trying to. What are you trying to shoot at right now?
This one, the big bird.
Oh, okay, the big bird. Okay. Oh my god.
And I didn't see this one. I didn't see them.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Fuck.
I literally briefed that there was mech armor all along the
Wait, can we
road.
focus on Banshee 2-1? I want to see where we get hit.
What did you get hit by?
was the one that get hit.
SA-14. So the thing is, I was following one, and he said he doesn't have a target, and I was absolutely blind. I didn't know where the targets were. And then at some point he said rifle, and I was like, what the fuck, we are overflying the SA-10. And I started in panic mode looking for the SA-10. I found it, and I realized that there's no way I'm gonna shoot anything. So I turned cold, and I started flaring just, why not? And I had no idea that these guys were in front of me.
Oh,
man. No. And, yeah, that's probably also because of target study, because this is just a junction of roads, so that was expected. Yeah, that is just stupid. Just because when we left the IP, we didn't have a proper target or a proper capture or a proper mark point. So that's bad on my part.
So where's your element right now?
It is back. They are just watching and monitoring the SA-10.
Okay. So they had harms and then you guys had kinetic weapons? Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't mention that, but that is the loadout.
Gotcha.
Anything else you want to look at?
Yeah, let's keep. I want to watch the rest of their stuff. So what happens after that?
Banshee? Streak?
So yeah, okay. So I was trying to reorganize myself, and okay, I want to have a proper mark point just to send it over, and I capture it again, and I went in hot with support from Cajun, but also my second element.
That's your element's harm right there.
Yeah.
So I have a question. So if you knew that these guys were here, why did you keep attacking from this azimuth?
I didn't know that.
Oh, but your wingman got shot down, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And myself as well.
Oh god. Oh, okay.
How much
That has dropped though.
It's like a shotgun rock eye.
Yeah, so
How did you not see those guys?
So the second Maverick was also on that Big Bird, so I have to watch my own tapes, what happened there. And I just said, okay, this one is good. So I have Mark 20s left, and I'm running low on fuel. I just go for the loft attack on other vehicles, from the other target. And that you saw in your capture, Kraus.
Yeah, so because I captured it at medium altitude from like 25 miles out, I saw literally everything here. So my fighter brief was to attack the flap lid from the southeast and come off east, because I saw... Can I have the control for 1 second so I can actually use the laser pointer?
You can use the laser pointer when you don't have control.
I can. Okay, so we were like here, and I got we were around here, and I got captured right around here, and I saw the flap lid is here, and then I saw there's nothing here, and then I saw there's nothing here, so I was like, okay, and then I issued a fighter brief, and it was like, shooter, cover, suppressor, ingress was from the southwest, so like this way, and then off east. And I saw all this shit because we had the pod. Like, all of us were looking on the pod, so we could easily see it. I think the biggest challenge with flying this close and at this altitude is like you can't really see, you won't get perspective on the target area.
Right.
Which is fine if it's a pre-brief target and you know the terrain and all that stuff, but like in this case it makes your life really difficult.
Because number 4 said, okay, we have definite SA-10 on that steer point 6, because that was our steer point 6.
Gotcha.
So I thought that was good enough, but it wasn't.
Okay, so here you're rifling on this battalion because you think that this is the SA-10?
No. I was still looking
you're still
at
the Big Bird. So you had capture on the Big Bird the whole time.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I didn't know what happened there.
Gotcha.
You got your head down.
So, oh yeah, we already saw this. This is when you did the rock eye, and then you flow over this battalion. You get hit here?
Yeah, SA-14.
Okay, same thing that killed your wingman.
Yeah.
Got it. So you actually have no mutual support right now because the other element is looking for emitters and stuff, right? They don't have...
Yeah, that was their task, just to
Gotcha.
hit the emitters of SA-10.
So I'm calling IP inbound right here, and I have capture on the flap lid. I can see all this stuff very clearly. We're coming in medium altitude. I think this is where I was like, Breland, shoot a harm at it, and he like ignored me, which he didn't ignore me. He said, "Are you sure?" And I said, "No, actually, don't fire it yet." So I'm running in here. There's one point here. So 2 was covering me as briefed, and then I actually told him to. I said, "Hey, Nails 29 left 10 o'clock." So he's clearing these air targets, which is what I told him to do. But until then, he was covering me pretty well. So I'm in hot here. I'm gonna gun this guy and then do a 9G brake turn to the right. That's my plan.
You missed the harm lane. It just landed like a second ago. It was.
So when did the SA-10 fire at Boone's flight?
That was way before this.
Was that before this? Really?
No, it's after this. We'll look at it. So
But it can't because the flap lid's down.
Well, no, it's not this site. It's another site that shot at him. So we come in.
What?
Yep, we'll see in a second. So I'm coming in flat trajectory, guns right now. You can't see it on the ACMI, but I'm guns. And I actually fucked up my switchology on final. It took me like 2 seconds longer to get into guns. I tried pressing uncage long and it didn't switch into guns for some reason. So I need to look at my footage and see what happened there. But yeah, get guns off, kill the site. And then aggressive recovery, full afterburner, and like 70 degrees nose up.
It doesn't work on. It doesn't work in the block 30s.
This is a 50. This is a block 50. So yeah, dead, and then we call Miller time. That's basically our entire. I think at the end, didn't BS do something? Didn't you? Didn't you do something at the end before we left, BS?
The big bird gets hit by a harm right on the way.
Oh yeah, you fire off a harm. Fuck you. That's a classic fuck you shot. It's like an R-Max, just hoping to get a hit.
Oh.
Boom! Look at that, man. Nice. All right, that's it for our package. Someone want to take it for the other package?
Sure.
Who's sure? Raz?
Raz, that's
Sure.
Raz.
All yours.
All right, so let's see. We come in, shit our pants right about. Oh, and
Well, there's the
we were
MiG-25s
talking
that
about-
are. So what are they doing during that?
So the SA-10 that shot you's over here, by the way, Abe.
Yeah, we'll get
Gotcha.
to that in a bit. So yeah, they keep. We were watching these guys. They got within like 30, 40 miles of us, and I think.
Like at some point, I'm pretty sure they're kind of behind us.
Yeah, Airbrake and Warhawk and Co.
Yeah.
Commit on them, and then we say, and then Boone calls them off and says, "Okay, let's get back to our track." And we're looking around. I see this AAA on my hat and then on my radar, so we're gonna come right a little bit and try and thread this needle here.
Yeah. So we had planned to be like over. Sorry, I don't know.
Over here.
Over there. Yeah. Like hugging the border, basically.
So then here
So, yeah,
we get
so-
a SA-10
so-
inner ring. I don't know.
So, sorry, can we? I'm low on SA in this brief. So where that is the target. That is the target Toyota, or Beetle, or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know if side lobes are modeled now or what the hell, but like we get a
SA-10 within lethal.
SA-10 lethal. So I slap off a harm. We go.
You're
NLE.
saying this is Beetle right here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then that's not what we're shooting at me.
We'll get to it.
That's what we're shooting at me.
Is your Beetle the same as what we were calling Jewel?
Sorry, that's what we're shooting at me.
No.
We'll see.
You use the same DTC as you guys.
Why don't you guys merge the
we move some of the
PPT?
points around, but-
If you merge the PPT, you can see
Yeah.
it.
It's per player though, so.
I'll merge it on the.
So Abe and I get a little separated here, but we say, okay, we'll just meet back up at our IP, which is here.
Yeah. So you must have been slow because I kept it in mill basically. I mean, I was.
Yeah, well, because I thought you were behind me, so I was actually slowing down as I climbed up.
I didn't climb up. I was just staying low, trying to avoid.
Yep.
Like there were like towns and stuff over there, so I was worried.
So
I mean,
this
not
is
here,
our
but
this is our
really-
plan. That once we got to the IP, I was gonna, Wingman was gonna stay high with the harm, and slap one off if need be. I think right around here you find the flap lid. So you pop up, like you said, this is perfect for Mavs shots. You just pop up over the hill and take a shot. I see you blow it up, I slice out. And then we had.
So were those
couple
MiGs
issues
out
with
there the
Ellen.
whole time, or was it the second flight?
Yeah, this was Hex and Shin. They
I know.
went back
Were they?
home and
I
got
know. I
games.
know. But were they actually? I just didn't see them when I was looking at the airbase.
Yeah,
I was looking for
I
them
guess.
specifically. Like, can you instead of like, maybe like when they're could you like focus on? Oh my god.
Sure, I don't like the airfield or something like
On
that.
the airfield, yeah. There you go. Like,
Someone's
zoom out
locking
and
them
watch
up.
what's going on.
Someone's locking them right now. I don't know if that's bad.
I bet you it's mirages.
It's the fucking AI. Yeah.
It's mirages that are 100 miles away now.
All right. Here's
180
where a
radar.
few interesting things start to happen.
That French radar.
So
Well, you gotta always run
this
the opposite
SA-10,
way, right?
this is not a Toyota.
Oh, sorry.
This wakes up and starts shooting at Boone.
So where is that exactly? That
It's
is yeah.
way
Okay,
to
that's
the
way
northeast.
the northeast. So you were right, Boone. I was just turned around.
Oh, dude.
It's all right. I think Boone defeats it kinematically. Yeah, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, it's a long range shot.
Nice.
Okay, so we see. So
did you see it there?
Yeah, I could see it running out of energy.
Goddamn, nice. Okay, so these 25s launch.
Is the SA-10 dead at this point?
No,
Yeah,
it-
my-
it-
What?
Oh, sorry.
Which one?
At the target,
What
yes.
Man,
This one's very
my
live.
Maverick
The
took
one
it
at the
out
target is
on the
dead.
very first.
They should have egressed northeast and pull you guys to that SA6. That SA6 would have been a nasty ass surprise.
That would have.
Well, get my I was chasing after him, and at some point I was like, you know, the MiG-20. We shouldn't engage the MiG-25 in its best operating envelope, which is higher. So I had my I was like,
Yeah, you can
we
see
don't have
like
the
Abe and
advantage
I
here.
were
We should just
tracking him the
run.
whole time, and then we're like, nah. And I think Boone and Air Brake and Co.
So
say
yeah, I'm
they're
like,
gonna
let's
go
just
deal with him, so
yeah, like I'm like, this is stupid. They're like climbing. How fast are they in the climb? Like they're basically going.
They're
vertical.
climbing supersonic. Yeah.
Yeah, they're going. I see them going up vertical, and then like they go from like the runway into the comms in like 30 seconds. It felt like I was like, okay,
It was
now we're not.
pretty sweet.
And like they weren't even in my DLZ, and we were only like 10 miles behind them. So I was like, no, okay, we're not gonna catch these guys. Let's get out of here.
Okay, so this is where interesting things happen. So Boone's here. Who is 2 Taub?
Yeah, I think it's Tab. Yeah.
And you guys sort. I think Taub is the far guy and not the close guy.
I took the lead. Yeah.
I think my Discord voice is struggling.
So wait, you took the lead even though Taub was in front of you?
Yeah, because that's what I had locked up. I already data marked the second.
Okay. Yeah, so he takes a shot at the trailing one.
Wow.
And you take a shot at the leading one. And at this point, Taub is 2 miles from him. And here's where things go from bad to worse. So Warhawk is behind you, and they shoot AMRAAM into the fray.
Yeah, and we didn't know.
Yours hits.
Not the only target left.
And the only target left in the secret field of view is...
So the question is like when Apex fired, were they already merged? Was it already a furball?
I don't know if you remember did you hear me say over the radio that we're in a knife fight?
Yeah. I heard that.
Yeah, so that's disengagement. I knew how close we were. So after I shot the one over Taub's wing, I was really concerned at the second one if it didn't hit, because Taub was breaking left. I was concerned that he was going to fly off a heater at Taub's ass. And up until watching the ACMI, I thought that's what happened. I thought maybe the MiG I shot didn't die or railed off a fucking heater at Taub.
I guess the question is just how did Taub get so close to the MiG?
Yeah.
Well, because of closing speed. He's at 37,000 feet going nose down.
But I mean, what's our MAR for MiG-25s?
I mean, we had him locked up, and when we were in range, we shot him. We went pitbull pretty much right away.
Okay, well, if it goes pitbull right away, why not slice out here?
We did.
No.
I've done one with 17 miles.
I mean, I'm slicing.
Right, like I don't want to rag on anything, but like the reason this happened is because
is it because they didn't know where the second, like, because the MiG-25s are separated so much?
Hey, rewind this. He was like.
Oh wait, that isn't Tab. Who is that?
It's Taub.
So he's fangs out. Here, rewind this. He's
who's the other Tab then?
He's looking at
That
the
is Taub.
at the.
Well, no, there's another Taub somewhere.
Yeah, because he joined in again.
Oh.
So look, he's fangs out right
confused.
now. He only breaks off when he gets locked up by the other guy's wingman. Here, watch, fire, or play. Watch the second wingman. The wingman locks him up, and then he goes out.
Oh, so he fires at the far one. He's target fixated on the far. He doesn't
out.
know.
Yeah,
he didn't see the second airplane.
Exactly. So
yeah. Okay. That's what happened.
And what he should be doing right now is post
Yep.
rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just doesn't know that. Yep.
So Boone, you called that on the radio that they were that close?
Yeah.
Because Boone was the one that would have had SA of this.
Well, I mean, yeah.
I mean, we were very close. I also knew that I was fairly confident that my shot was going to get a definite kill because of just aspect angle on the target. I had a really good shot. I kind of pulled up and lofted it because he was higher than me. What I was worried about is the MiG here being killed or damaged by Tal, but not killed, and he did get a missile off. So when Tal broke left and I saw that, I already called like 30 seconds before this that we're in a knife fight because I had a feeling that we're going to get real close to these MiGs. I made the decision to come in this close to these guys. If you back it up a little bit.
Sure.
Alright, stop there. So, if we immediately slice out, look at the situational awareness. Where is the strike here? Right? Here. Here.
If you immediately slice out right here, you've got friendlies 15 miles on your ass.
Here, can I have control for...
My job is
Which Abe?
escort.
Sorry, could I have control for a quick sec? Like, I just
I
want to...
don't know which Abe you are.
What?
Doesn't let me- There's two
There's
Abes, and
multiple Abes.
I can't click on either of them. I can't click on an Abe. Oh, there it goes.
How many monitors you watch?
Abe number 2.
Apparently... wait, okay, sorry, this is on that. So I guess, like, I think what happens here, all this is target fixation. Like, Taub does not see the... So one of the bandits split in range, and Taub's sorted on the far one, and doesn't see the other one coming closer. So he doesn't know that he's hot.
Which makes sense because
he just doesn't know that...
There's only 2 of them. He should have been an STT. I mean,
Yeah.
He's hard locking them.
Wait, which one is he hard locking?
The rear. He shoots the rear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's all that it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so the AI is less likely to do stuff like this. Yeah.
And Hex, I think he had to run off and go do homework or some shit. But he said he had Taub's ass here and just forgot to master Armand actually, and that's how he died. So
Wait, this is them?
again, I would
This is
I get you're
them?
trying to protect the friendlies to your 6, but if you've got a bunch of other if you've got another 3 or 4 ships flowing hot, I think you just pull Soul and run out here.
Yeah, it must be them because AI don't do crazy shit like
Yeah,
that.
it's them.
I wonder, in the end, whose fault was it actually that Taub got killed? Was it mainly his fault, mainly my fault? Because I realized it was maybe a dumb idea to shoot the Fox 3 into that, even though I had a heart lock.
No, it was
Yes.
Hold on. It was your fault. It was your fault.
No. We don't get off this.
No. Hold on. I'm the fucking package commander, okay? I did not call them in yet to de-less us. There's no reason they should be fangs out on this flight. My flight was fucking attacking it.
Sure, but things like this happen due to a confluence of circumstances, right?
There's really 3 things that went wrong here.
We're not going to learn anything useful if we say, okay, Apex shouldn't have shot at the end.
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is who was Airbreak? Are you here? Apex, are you here?
I'm here, yeah.
What was the briefing during for air-to-air deconfliction? What was it that I said? Do you remember? I said when we shoot, and I tell you that we're castling back, or whatever the fuck other stupid contract we made, that we're pulling back south. That's when you come north, right? Wasn't that the brief?
Nope.
Huh?
True,
I can't hear you if you're...
I'm eating, yeah, but I said it's true what you said.
Yeah, so there is no reason, because I have not caught in the other cap, that I should have to worry about them coming north and shooting missiles. That's not what was briefed. That's like me walking my fire team in front of their another fire team that's not supposed to be shooting their guns. It's not... I'm sorry, that's not correct.
So I guess my 2 cents on this would be definitely we should not get merged with the MiG-25. But I think it was just a question of target fixation. It wasn't a my charitable interpretation is that if Tab had known that there was a MiG-25 right above him, he would have run away earlier. But he didn't realize that. So that could be improved. But then Apex, we didn't brief a commit range, which I think was probably a mistake. But he was only 20 miles from a MiG-25. Now, unless he knows that there's something committed there, I feel like it's okay,
Well, that goes
but
back...
the problem is, he shouldn't be firing at someone who's merged. So
and that also,
and you might not have been able to see that.
To be fair to Apex, that goes back on air brake too, and we can discuss that with air brake. But they're not supposed to be there. The hold point is by this mountain. Remember, we put the cap point in between these two mountains.
Yeah.
Like I don't have the laser drawn, but it's all good. I mean, shit happens.
If we have a blue on blue, I think we should like try to figure out what went wrong.
Oh, I agree. Yeah.
Hopefully improve next time.
Yeah, but I mean, I shouldn't. I guess I don't know. I guess I'm just thinking like a fucking infantry ground pounder. But
no. I mean, I think everything.
If I'm firing and fighting at somebody, I shouldn't have to worry about people shooting behind me unless they were cleared to fire.
You know, but on the flip side, you're not wrong. But on the flip side, they're at the right range to defend you, right? When you turn out, right? They're 15 miles behind you. They're your mutual support. You called them in literally seconds after this, right?
No, I called Oak. Was called in my
your element, right?
Oh shit, yeah. So element 2. So after we shoot, element 2 was supposed to come in and make sure that we actually got him, but we splashed him. So we started.
I think the safest way to prevent this in the future is just not to get so close. I understand you had a good solution there, but it's a risk getting that close.
It's both things.
It is both things. It is absolutely both.
It's too close, and that MRAM shouldn't be in the air. And so that's bad luck to have both of that at the same time.
I want to highlight one thing, which is if you have a bandit within commit range, I guess we didn't brief commit range, but it was in the package brief as part of the SOPs, and it's been the same for like the last like 30 events.
Yeah, it was 40 miles, but it was only 20 miles. So
yeah, so what I'd recommend is at 20 miles, you either immediately do a max performance turn away from the bandit, or you shoot it, and you should do that at 40 miles, but you should try to get out of the commit range. There's two ways, and if you're in a commit range, you either attack or you egress immediately, unless there's a contract that says otherwise. Like there actually was a contract for that package, which was called Zerg Rush, and that allowed the deed to get within the commit range, and for the escort to commit on something within the deed's commit range, which it doesn't sound like that was a factor here, but that was a contract. For the cap, they should have either the second tar cap, which I guess was whatever they were, like Apex's flight. They should have been egressing or shooting, and much earlier. So like honestly, if you rewind it and you look to when we were within 40 miles.
Well, to be fair, they're scrambling.
Yeah, exactly. No, that even proves my point even more. So as soon as Boone's flight calls committed, I don't know if that actually happened or if there's any comms like that, but as soon as there's a call that you're committed, you're leaving the commit range, or you shouldn't be in the commit range if you're any other flight.
I used the term shooter. I don't think I said committed.
Okay, it doesn't matter. It's the same idea. If you said I am attacking this bandit, the other flight is not supposed to be within 40 miles of that bandit. They're either supposed to flow out or they're supposed to be shooting. And so I would say, like, at this range, these guys should be monitoring and then flowing out, and these guys will fight it out until they're dead or they're asking for help. Like if they say, hey, I'm engaged defensive, request support, the other flight can say playmate or whatever, but it seems like they were committing offensively.
Is a MiG-25 two people in the aircraft?
No, it's one.
Okay, because this thing was still, it looked like it was still doing shit after he jumped out.
Thing is, retrospectively, I think it was not really clear to me whether that MiG-25 got engaged or not, or how it was merged. So I was like, I went safe route and took a shot, because I think that also my number one was threatened by the MiG. So I was like, I better go for it, and just not risk that MiG-25 punching through, potentially further harming the package.
Yeah, I think that is the sort of thing you would think about when a bandit is within commit range. You would think about, I need to shoot this bandit. If it was unclear that there was a flight engaged, So what should have happened on the comm is, what is the flight of a ball bag?
Cajun.
Cajun 1 committed, bullseye, whatever, altitude, whatever, type, whatever. So Cajun 1 committed, bullseye 348 for 38, 40,000. At that point, the other flights are egressing. Like they're literally egress unless there's a contract or something worked out in the briefing. And you'll see that in the engagements we did in the other package where if I was shooting, Banshee was supporting, and then we reversed that, and it was coordinated in that way. We weren't committed at the same time because we would have potentially done this.
Yeah, so that was put over the radio. The conversation basically went, Raz and Abe are chasing them. They realized that they're coming off. I don't know the exact verbiage. They said they're coming off. I said, fine. I said, Cajun 1's going shooter. I gave Talb the trail. I took the lead because at the time they were in a turn together. But then they split, but we're already hard locked. They turn around. We shoot them. We tell, and I think Abe heard it. I said, look, we're in a knife fight. Like, they're close. Take the shots, and we come off after they pitbull.
Yes, it sounds like you were engaged. Whether or not the rest of the package understood you were engaged, I don't know because I wasn't in your package. But like, if he was engaged and we understood that, then we shouldn't have been shooting into that engagement. We should have been egressing. If we weren't sure if he was engaged, we should have carefully observed and probably egressed anyway and try to like understand what's happening and then reset. That's my 2 cents as someone who wasn't even there.
Okay, sorry, I don't have to take control anymore.
But I would definitely, my last point is I would definitely bias for egressing over shooting. If I don't have 100% confidence of what's going on, I always turn away, and that's with someone that has a ton of experience. I always turn away. I never fire if I don't have a complete 100% SA of what's happening.
Is there? I think we've beat this horse to death. Is there any closing comments that anybody wants to do on this, or is there anything else in the ACMI we'd like to look at?
I mean, some more things happen here, but I guess not too interesting. I guess, yeah, just the SA-10. No, it's all right.
We get some bombs off.
Yeah.
I don't know. Ricey, do you want to see things go boom?
I'm curious to see what happened to the bombs, actually.
Here you go, Raz. You've got it.
Anyway, guys, I'm heading off. Thanks for the flight. Catch you later.
Thanks, Apex.
Cheers, Apex.
Bye.
So I think we took out the entire SA-10 battalion.
No, I saw launchers at the end still.
No, there was a tank battalion on the airfield.
These are launchers.
I'm pretty sure those are launchers.
These T-55s are launchers. It's
Yeah,
just
the
attack view
T-55s.
issue. I like the fact that they're big scuds that are really obvious to see.
Actually, no, I think the SA-3s are launchers.
Yeah, maybe he's right. What are these are tanks then?
Maybe. Yeah, I saw tanks on the airfield.
So you're right about
they're not tanks.
The tanks are trucks. They're trucks.
Yeah. So
these are the launchers. These are the trucks. Well, there's like the CP here.
And then there's AAA.
Cool.
Nice.
Oh, so I think you did get it. That looks like a good loft.
Yeah, nice.
I still have trouble identifying flap lid versus Big Bird. I was like only like 85% sure that I had the right thing targeted.
Flap lid looks like its lid's peeled up.
That's actually a good.
It looks like a helmet with its lid peeled up.
That's actually a good tip. Yeah.
But doesn't a Big Bird lid look pretty similar? Is it just that
no,
the radar
it's a big radar. It's a big spinning radar dish. Like
No.
It's not like a huge radar dish, but it still looks like a helmet. You just don't see the lid. You do see a spinning thing on top of it though. It's not like SA-2 big or SA-3 big.
I look for the sledge, like the so the distinctive thing in my mind is the flap lid is like has a sledge, like it's like a rectangle, and the Big Bird is like a circle, the actual radar piece.
Yeah.
It has weird like arms coming out of it too, which is very strange and distinctive.
Oh wait, you shoot nice.
Right off.
I like how you.
I was trying to shoot the radar, but it ran away from me.
Yeah, I just like how you pull up and now you're flying ahead of the map. That's pretty cool. I mean, yeah, you're safe. You're like a couple miles away. Nice.
Oh, the CP's moving?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Look at
running.
it just takes off like all of the launchers. It's like screw this shit.
I'm
Did you
out.
see what happened to Ivan? Fuck that.
The battalion, the battalion commander is like, fuck this, I'm out.
Sir, where are you
I'm
going?
going back to China.
Let's defect to China, yeah.
Yeah. And then on the way out, we were going to try... I'm bummed it crashed when it did, because we were going to try and Wild Weasel at SA6 on the way home, but I think that's about all that happened for us.
Ah, shit, sorry.
Yeah, we were getting... I was like telling everyone to, like, I was briefing everyone to like fire at the AAA on our way out, and then like air brake came on and said, "Hey, we got shot at by an SA6."
And we're like, "Ooh, we got
ooh.
some harms, we got the gas, let's do
Yeah.
it." So like I was setting up like.
I was getting ready to strafe it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this
And
flight would have deserved a nice landing.
Yeah, I know. But we did have a long brief, so
Yeah,
I feel sort of okay about it.
Yeah.
I wasn't mad when it crashed.
My feedback on
you
the
were happy.
on the
You're like, God damn.
my feedback on the emission, it was pretty immersive to have like 3 different pretty distinct moving parts at the same time, not like having perfect SA as to what all the players were doing.
Yeah, that was really cool.
It was pretty neat, I thought.
I think when we have to have more than 5 flights, this is a good way to split it, the 2 packages. It worked really well, I think.
I only did it this way because I thought it made sense from a task organization perspective. Like, I don't think it would have made sense to like have everyone in the same package.
Yeah, because we were split out by like 100 miles, so.
Yeah, and it would have been confusing because people would have been saying things, and then you'd be like, "Is that at our target or is that at the other target?" You know, like so.
Yeah,
you know, maybe that's an argument too. If we've got that many people, you know, and if we're not just tagging on a flight, you know, like 24 ships on 1 target or 2 target might just be too many. We're clogging the airspace more than we need to. This felt good.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
Anything else?
Nope.
I wanted to see if no one. You don't. You can wrap up. I wanted to see who I nearly mid-aired with. It might have been one of the AI flights.
There was Eagles that were flying at flight level 2-1, and at one point, myself and 2 had to fly under them with like a 500-foot vertical separation. That was fun.
So, yeah.
That's probably me, brilliant.
Yeah, I saw you there. That might have.
Well, did you fly on standard QNH or just a local one?
Standard, but I'm at 2-2 here. We're supposed to be at 2-2 here, right, Kraus? 2-1 or 2-2?
Yeah, our block was 2-0 and up.
Yeah,
I mean, the standard was only 30 feet difference, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think that's what I was talking about there, though. It was here. It might have
Yeah,
been.
it was overland. It was overland.
Yeah.
Oh, so you remember it? You remember it as well?
Yeah, but I was. I thought it was the Jaguar flight.
It might have been Banshee, where I. No, that wasn't it. That was lower. It was much closer. It was probably Banshee just from where we were.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is it. I'm low. So I vertically, that was it right there. So I'm a little low, but I thought I was okay because you had shifted the altitude blocks down on ingress, Kraus. So that was my only comment there. If I wasn't looking outside the cockpit, that would have been much closer than comfortable. Anything else anyone wants to look at?
I got questions, not directly.
I got some questions.
I got some questions.
You want controls, TV?
No. It's not. It's general stuff, not tech view.
Go.
So first is, has anybody of you had the problem if you have an HDS? I couldn't control my pod. I couldn't slew the pod.
Yeah, no, that's a Fuck, I forget how to fix that. You have to. What do you have to do? I think one of them. What was soy when you were doing it? It has something to do with soy, and then it has to do with.
Yeah, I got it on the same side.
You
so
got to
either one of
CC
them.
it with the target and pod. I mean, with the HST soy.
Yeah, I think you need to have FCR up, and you have to. I think you need to FCR up while you're doing it.
You made it to the targeting pod, right?
I think if you have the harm selected as an active weapon, you can't use the targeting pod.
Okay. So I would have to switch to guns or.
Any other weapon would be fine.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Oh, I didn't know that either. Okay.
I didn't know that as well.
Okay, I go.
This is when we tell you to do a barrel roll because there's been that barrel roll TGP.
That barrel roll helped actually because my I had several problems on the flight. Second was I got blue text.
Yeah.
Although I was on the non-US server, and Oak Design even got kicked out, or he got.
It's interesting. I didn't have any issues like that.
Me neither.
And the third is fighter brief. On the receiving end of the fighter brief, like number 2, should I read it back or like just say 2 and?
Yeah, you don't need to read it back. No.
Okay.
But it was okay that you did that. So that's not like a debrief point. But you don't need to read it back. You just need to say copy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Are you done, Stevie boy?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay.
I'm happy.
So I have an update on the air-to-air blue on blue. And hold on, I'm gonna live stream this shit. I think I'm gonna let.
Oh God.
I think I'm gonna let Apex off the hook here.
Are we gonna get rickrolled?
No, I'm dead serious, man. Look, I don't fucking rickroll. You understand me? No, I'm just fucking around. It's amazing how much slower the ACMI makes things seem compared to real life.
Oh yes.
So this is the engagement, right? So, Abe, you've already told me that
gone
he's
black.
It's black.
What?
There,
Well, now it's not. It was
now it's
black.
not. When you
Come on,
play it, it goes black.
Boo, you got pink.
I mean, the audio I think is probably one of the more important things anyway. But yeah.
Pink HUD.
Well, I want to.
Okay.
What?
Hey, breast cancer awareness, man. Come on.
Okay. I mean, it's okay. Everybody as it wants to.
Alright, fucker. Is that working? Is that better? Is that better?
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
Alright, let me back it up a wee bit. So, at this point, Abe and Raz are telling me, look, they're zoomies. The zoomies are going up high. I think you actually said that term. Yeah, I think one of you actually even said that, like, they're zoomies. And I was like, alright. So let's just watch it and absorb this.
That picture.
It happens so quick.
Can you turn up the volume on the video?
No.
Scroll wheel up.
It's
sorry,
Max.
Max. I think it's using his other mic. Yeah, anyway, go ahead.
This is not a video sharing site.
You'd have to stream the application, I think.
Don't
VLC.
I heard it
Yeah.
talking before.
You'd have to stream
when
the
it was black.
VLC. Can you
I
stream
think he was doing that before.
If you
but
stream
then
VLC, then the DirectX gets fucky with the display.
Oh, the
and
video
it's
is
all
Is it
wild.
not? Are you not hearing it at all?
No, but
No.
it's fine. You can narrate.
You could hold your
Well, no,
microphone.
if you can't hear the comms,
you could
it's-
hold your microphone to the speakers.
Oh God.
The speaker.
Old school.
Alright, hold on. God damn you bastards. I don't understand this science stuff.
You should just stream the VLC window.
Then we won't
I
see the
am.
video.
I'm just streaming the window.
Okay.
Do we need
It's the video
though?
or the
Isn't
audio. We
the
can
one
listen to
that's
them
important?
separately.
I believe in you. Just, it's okay. You just repeat the comms for us.
Oh, that's a sexy HUD.
It's tricked out for low light flying.
Yeah.
You never want the enemy to see your HUD if they had a telescope or something.
You gotta have some.
Alright, here we go. Coming out the speakers.
There it goes.
Yeah, we can hear it.
Alright, here we go. Okay, so.
Hawkeye has capture on the Zoom merge.
On the Zoom merged.
They're now conning. One of front of you. I have them. My 1 o'clock or 12 o'clock area.
Take the trail, I'll take the lead.
I copy.
Yeah, we're chasing them off.
Our bandits are now maneuvering northwest. Don't want to go over the base because of the SA-10, but have they destroyed it?
Hawkeye, this is Cajun. Are those launchers down?
The SA-10 is inoperative now. Copy.
Copy, we're going to it.
They're dragging us to the north. That's not a good idea. To be sure,
I know. Go shoot her on the one I told you, okay?
Copy. I may have seen another target hard enough, but...
Oh shit, you heard what he just said?
They're dragging north.
No, I've seen another target.
Yeah, he said I've seen another target.
Yeah, so he sees the wingman turning.
3, 4, 2, Fox 3 long. Cajun 1, 2, Fox 3, Bullseye, MiG 25, 1, Fox 3 medium. 29, MiG 25.
Yeah, he called out the shot, Taub.
Cajun 1, Fox 3 long.
And Boone as well.
0189,
1 Pitbull. Pitbull, I'm going out.
Pitbull going out.
2, Pitbull. I see your missile on my RWR midnight.
Oh, it was not. It was wrong missile on his RWR. That's what it was.
Very high.
Copy, D-Louse. Who defending? South.
Chat, flare. Who defensive?
Cajun 1, Castle.
Altitude. Engaging. 25, 10 o'clock, very high.
So Castle with a contract meaning come help me or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But hold on, it's...
Slammer inbound.
Slammer inbound, I've never heard that.
That's the AI.
Be advised, Cajun 1-2 is Bullseye 360081 21,000, heading south, be advised.
Be careful.
Advise.
Altitude.
So right there, I told Warhawk we were in a knife fight. But I think Apex's missile was already in the air.
You know, that was like right when he called that, it was just about to hit. I had the act be pretty synced. So,
I think I let Apex off the hook on this one.
So
live, to use a sports term, it's a bang play. I mean,
I don't watch sports. What the fuck does that mean?
An improve for Taub here would be, so he thought it was your missile on his RWR. If you've got a slammer on your RWR, defend the fuck out of it. Like,
yeah, you should be doing like 450 knots towards the ground.
I think he did see my missile coming over his cockpit and on his RWR.
If you so I had the TAC view synced. I don't know if you had it up on a separate monitor with your footage. Right when he said, "I hear your missile," it looked like it was right at the point where Apex missile would have gone Pitbull. So okay. I think it was absolutely Apex's missile that he saw on his RWR. I wish it showed us on the attack view when the missile goes Pitbull, but it looked like that was his missile. So I don't think
he could have taken that shot. I did ask them to come delouse us, but I also told them that we're in a knife fight.
The missile was already in the air for like 25 seconds when you called Castle.
Wait, you think the missile was in the air before I called Castle?
Yes, easily by 25 seconds.
Oh, then fuck Apex. He's court-martialed. I mean, but you know, we called commit. We did. It is what it is.
All right, I think that horse is beaten pretty dead.
Oh, I want to keep kicking it, Kraus.
The horse is now mush.
Nah, if you see an M on their RWR